right, fellas. All right, fellas. Dude, we're here, man. We're here. Of course, joined by my brother David.
Yearly tradition. Let's go. What's up, guys?
Yeah, yearly tradition.
Yep. See the Bills straight into the second round. Let's go.
So man, 3.5 minutes before this thing kicks off. First off, I appreciate everyone hanging out. Let me just turn down the TV a little bit. I want to go over some of like the latest rumors. And hopefully you guys can see and hear us okay. There were some mic problems that were just kind of taking place before, but yeah, we'll actually keep that down low until the draft actually starts. But yeah, how you guys doing, man? Are you guys nervous? I gotta be honest. For me, man, I was good for like 3 weeks. Up until like 2 hours ago, I started feeling weird. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I don't know which way it's gonna go. I mean, every single place you look, whether it's Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft that they keep on playing on repeat, Mel Kiper, Todd McShay, Albert Breer, Peter Schrager, everybody is just pushing the David Bailey thing.
I know, dude. I do not like that. I am Arvell Reese all the way for the Jets at number 2. Bailey's just too one-dimensional to me, in my opinion. I like Bailey. I think he's a really good player. But with Reese, I feel like even if he doesn't do well with the pass rushing, okay, we could still have potentially a top 10 inside linebacker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like he can't bust.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to, of course, talk about it, right? Because the expectations that Mendoza is going to be going 1.
Of course.
Right. But, so, dude, those, whatever it's going to be, 8 minutes where we're on the clock, it's just going to be crazy. There's been, it seriously feels like it's 50-50. And what I was going to say before was, again, so everyone is pointing to David Bailey, right? I mean, even Rich Cimini is just kind of hammering, just pushing David Bailey. So I don't know, like, is there something that's real, like that's actually been leaked that all these people already know? But it's weird because if you go back and you look at like what's actually happening with the top 30 visit with Arvell Reese going great, him meeting with, of course, Aaron Glenn, the Jets defensive coaching staff, them going into detail with how they're exactly going to be using him. And then you listen to David Bailey talk about the Jets organization. First off, he gets the GM's name wrong, calls him the Cardinals GM.
Didn't the Jets also cancel their visit with him?
Yeah. So they canceled their visit.
So I don't understand that. Like, I know people can spin that somehow into that's a good thing if they want Bailey, but like logic tells you that's not a good thing. Like that would add more to the side of they're not going to draft him if they're canceling a visit with him.
Yep, exactly. And so what I did was I wrote down some couple notes a couple notes here from last season, right? How big of a deal is the top 30 visits? So I looked at the top 10. Did Cam Ward take a top 30 visit with the Titans last season? Yes. Did Travis Hunter with the Jaguars, right? Second overall pick? No, he didn't, right? So the Jaguars picked Travis Hunter. They did not bring him in for a 30 visit, although the caveat, the Jaguars don't do 30 visits, right? They're being ran by Rams people, and the Rams don't believe in the 30 visits.
Well, also one thing to look at too, like getting real deep at the 30 visit and trying to figure out that is it's not only if a team didn't have a player come in for a top 30 visit, it's the fact that they had one scheduled and they canceled it.
I see what you're saying.
It's like you're setting one up and then saying, nah, we're good, compared to never setting it up in the first place.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So it's a minor thing. I just don't know how you look at these dudes. You don't just fall in love with Reese at 2. It's just
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like if you're the Jets and you do take David Bailey tonight, which by the way, like I'm okay with. Like I think David Bailey's going to be a really good player.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the end of the world, but I would be frustrated, straight up.
Yeah, it seems like there would be a lot of Jets fans that would be frustrated. But to me, man, like there is some awesome, like really likable traits with David Bailey with ups to the first step, all these different things.
And he is a top 10 legit pick. I just think Reese is just like I'm not going to use the generational talent because it gets thrown around way too much, but just a phenom, just like a specimen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so anyway, we continued on the list here. So Cam Ward was a 30 visit. Travis Hunter was not, but of course we do have that caveat that the Jags don't do it. Abdul Carter, yes, top 30 visit. Will Campbell, Patriots, yes. Mason Graham, Cleveland Browns, yes. Ashton Genty, Las Vegas Raiders, yes. Armand Membu, Darren Muji, right? The Jets, yes. And quick side note, they also brought in Mason Taylor for a top 30 visit last year in the second round. Ted McMillan at spot number 8. Did he visit the Carolina Panthers? Yes. Kelvin Banks, no. To the New Orleans Saints at spot number 9. They did not bring Kelvin in for a top 30 visit. And then coming in at pick number 10, it was Colson Loveland. And they did bring him in for a 30 visit. So 8 out of the top 10 teams did, in fact, meet in person at their facility with the prospect that they ended up drafting. So I do think there is some some validity to it, but it really feels like it's 50-50. But I still feel like it's gonna say I still feel like it's gonna be Reese, man. I still feel like it's gonna be
How
Reese.
is obviously, because you know these guys a lot better than I do. To me, Bailey seems obviously like your edge pass rusher, kind of finesse, like speedy pass rusher. How is he against the run?
Bailey?
Yeah.
Not the best. I don't think he's ever
going. Me at 2, dude. You're picking at 2. I just feel like Reese is so versatile.
Here's the thing, though. Like, if you want to argue for David Bailey, and you want to maybe look at the run defense and say, you know what, it might not be as big of a deal as what it's made out to be. Is the Jets added Tavondre Sweat from the Titans?
Yeah,
we're switching to a 3-4.
Yep.
Along with Harrison Phillips, Juwan Briggs, signing Demario Davis, who's one of the best linebackers against the run by the numbers, Micah Fitzpatrick, who's one of the best safeties against the run by the numbers, and then adding veteran David Onyemanyata and Kingsley Enagbare from Green Bay.
And then where were you guys against the run last year?
Not good.
No,
not good. It was better than our
middle of the pack.
Yeah,
even if you get a really good run stuffer in the. Here, you want to turn it up a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's more like introductions.
Okay.
With like the Steelers and everything, but
yeah, no, I just think at 2, Reese is just too valuable to pass up on. I would be shocked if the Jets take Bailey, even though there is all this smoke. I would be shocked,
even though he's being mocked. Bailey to the Jets, like on basically every mock draft that you're seeing.
Yes,
Dane Brugler's the only one that I've seen. It's Dane Brugler. And I think it was Zach Rosenblatt are the only 2 that are just standing firm with Arvell here. But Kyle, dude, I appreciate you, man. I know we were texting about it before, but
it's good, Kyle.
Dude, thanks so much, man. Charlie, what's happening? Arvell, get ready to learn the Aaron Glenn system.
Yep,
let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. So you're a Bills fan. You're not a Jets fan. If you were a Jets fan, who would you want the team to take at 2?
Arvell Reese all day. I would have the pit. I already have it filled out, ready to go to Goodell. I like, again, you get David Bailey. That's a great player to add to your defense. Like, you can't be upset with that. You're getting better if you take him.
Yeah.
I just think with Reese, like, his potential is just he has the potential to be a top 5 defensive player in the NFL at 2 different positions.
You know what's another interesting thing that I was thinking of, though? So the Jets hired Frank Reich as their OC, and, you know, obviously last season he was with Stanford, and he's close to Andrew Luck. You would think that with David Bailey being from Stanford right before transferring over to Texas Tech.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you would think that Frank Reich might have the inside track, or maybe, you know, some connections with that Stanford program to kind of dive in a little bit more.
Yeah, like a deeper dive.
Yes.
But on the same hand, I'm sure there's also probably people on the Jets staff that have worked for Ohio State and stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Vincent, what's happening?
I will say, though, like, everyone's commenting, I'm so happy that this mock draft stuff is over and we could just get to the
totally. Yeah, sounds good. This draft cycle was very weird, very odd. You know, we literally had reports coming out. I mean, even today, I personally, I stayed off of social media, right? I think I maybe checked Twitter like 2 to 3 times. And literally in just those quick little checks, just because I wanted to make sure that there wasn't any sort of draft day trades or anything, I saw like tons of trade up rumors. Lions could trade up, Chiefs, Saints.
I think
Lions, Chiefs, Saints, Eagles, Cardinals, Jets coming back up into the first round.
Yep.
For like a Ty Simpson situation.
I've heard Dolphins might trade down just to acquire more and more picks.
Yep. Bills, supposedly they were saying, could trade out.
Oh, lovely,
here we go.
Lovely. All right. We're on the clock. The Bills
All right.
trade down, dude.
Here we go, man. This is my favorite day of the year. 7 minutes, 45 seconds remaining for the Las Vegas Raiders. By the way, yeah, here we go. Before we really, get to, I mean, I guess you could argue the Jets are kind of on the clock now, but before we really get into it, I just want to quickly say thanks, man. I mean, there's so much stuff happening, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch.
Yeah, and there's so many other outlets and places that people can consume the draft, and the people deciding to watch it here is really cool.
Man, and then we got pick 16, and honestly, I'm a little bit more nervous for pick 16. Dan, what's happening all day? What's going on? K, dude, hope you're doing well, man. K, what's happening? Mendoza time.
Imagine they're just like Simpson.
Yeah, dude, could you imagine?
I remember when the Giants took Daniel Jones at 6. We drafted that one. We were both like, "Are you kidding?"
That was crazy. I did not see that happening, man. Baltimore, bro. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. I don't see a like a question attached. Maybe the thing is
it says sticker.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be hanging or if you had a question or a comment that you wanted to put along with that, dude. But bro, drop it in the chat, man. I appreciate you. I don't know. I'm gonna just say it. Bailey will feel like a letdown. I could see why you're saying that, man. But let me just, in the event that it is David Bailey, let me just read off some numbers, okay? Because I think it's getting a little crazy. When I do maybe pop on social media and I kind of I try to feel out the gauge of, or
just the vibe of what the consensus is.
Yeah, dude, I got a message the other day from a Jet fan who I'm always talking about. He's just like, "Hey, man, I gotta say, I've been watching your videos and I really love Arvar Reese. If we take David Bailey, I'm not gonna be a fan of the Jets anymore."
Oh, that's dumb. That's crazy.
And I'm like, oh man, Dave, I really don't want it to be out there that David Bailey's a bad player. In fact, if I'm a Titans fan at 4, he's probably my I would rather
absolutely, dude. That's what I think the issue is with this conversation is that people fall in love with Reese so much that they want to defend him and make the argument that he's better than these other players, and they hyper focus on what Bailey doesn't do well. But Bailey is that certified top 10 pick. He is a beast. Being not a fan of the team anymore because they picked Bailey, it's dude, you're getting a potential 10 to 14 sack guy a year. Why are you upset?
I mean, David Bailey to me reminds me of Brian Burns. That to me is the player that he reminds me of.
What's Bailey's build?
6'3", 250.
Okay. The field. And right now you can't say it. It's definitely projection, but you could project Reese being a better pass rusher than Bailey as well.
In time, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Bailey.
But then you're like, okay, you give him some time at pass rusher. He's not doing great. Okay, let's get a top 5 linebacker. Just move him on the inside.
Yeah.
It's you're getting 2 opportunities not to miss,
In other words, half the bust potential.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I think his ceiling is higher as well.
Let me just read off some stats real quick for David Bailey in the pass rush. By the way, the Raiders pick is in. Let's freaking go.
I'm curious to see if the draft moves a little quicker with less time on the clock.
Yeah. 14 and a half sacks for David Bailey this past season.
Mm-hmm.
73 pressures.
Wow. Where's that ranked,
First.
Okay.
42 quarterback hurries, 18 quarterback hits, and 325 pass rush snaps. So he rushed the passer 325 times and 73. I mean, that's
the percentage. It's probably I don't know. I'm not good at math.
But that's a ginormous
pressure rate
section of production with how he rushes the passer. If he's in on rushing on passing downs,
he's getting pressure.
He wins fast. Yeah, here we go. Raiders picks in.
Who could it be?
Mendoza to the Raiders, man. Mendoza to the Raiders. Hey, real
Good
quick question. Not to hype myself up here or anything, but who had Mendoza going first
dude.
overall in September?
Dude, literally during the college football season last year, while it was still going on, you were telling me about this guy over and
Let's
over.
freaking go.
Because I don't watch college football. I just pay attention to the prospects when it comes closer to the draft. So I get a lot of my information from this guy. And he's been telling me about Mendoza for well over a year. And that him going to Indiana, he's gonna ball out, and then boom, look at it. He's the most like clear number one pick you could make up. You know what I mean? Almost like an Andrew Luck type. Jets are on the clock. 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. 5 minutes. Okay. So, two quick things. Two quick things. Number one, we might be a little behind with the stream and everything like that. So if you guys can restrain from dropping the picks or dropping the spoilers, I would appreciate that. Because I really want that live reaction. And then secondly, I have this, which we can pull up if you guys want. It's basically like the big board. I don't necessarily know if it's going to continuously update, but I also kind of don't want to, look down the pick spoiled. You know what I mean? So it's up to you guys, whatever you want to do. I could always remove it when, I guess now when the Jets are on the clock or at pick 16. But then again, I want like live instant reactions for all these picks, man. Like that's so fun about the draft. I remember when I was younger, I was like, probably 10 years ago, like I was so like I would like scour the internet for like leaks and try to find the
insider information.
What the draft buzz was and stuff. Now it's like I just prefer sitting back, letting all the rumors play out, and just kind of experiencing it firsthand.
Yep. And dude, my issue with mock draft season 2 is that every single reporter, every single outlet has their own opinion, their own sources that they're getting stuff from. And the draft comes every year. 90% of those people are just wrong about everything. And then they just do it again the following year. You know what I mean? There's no like analysis of people actually giving you good information. I feel like it's just overload of info all the time.
Well, I think the thing is with sick. Yeah, dude, here we go. Jets draft war room.
That logo on the wall looks dope.
3 minutes left, man. 3 minutes left.
Yeah, when the Jets are picking, just don't even look at the chat.
Yeah, when that pick comes in, man, because I know you guys are ahead.
Dude, his twists are insane.
But honestly, man, like even if it's Bailey, like even if it's Sonny Styles, shoot the picks in.
Not trading out. All right, do your thing. Just get yourself in that one.
In what?
The one you're doing, or do you want me in it?
No, I could do it by myself. So all right, so I'm gonna film a video just for everyone that's not hanging in the live stream.
Watch the live stream.
Yeah. Man. Here we go. Let me flip this around. All right, cool.
How's the volume? Do you want it where it is?
Yeah, I think the volume's good. Man, I'm nervous. And dude, and by the way, so I'm not going to look at the chat. If it's Bailey, if it's Reese, if it's Sonny Styles, if it's Carnell, whoever it's going to be, Caleb Downs, we're going to be walking away with a pillar, man. All right, so the pick is in. The New York Jets. Here we go. We're live streaming it. Could it be Arvell Reese? Could it be David Bailey?
We're about to find out.
Either way, though,
months of waiting.
Yes,
man.
I know, months of waiting. Of course, right? We're coming back at pick 16, but
all right, it comes down to all this. Who do you want?
I lean Reese, but I'm fine with. I don't want to say basically anybody, but because it does kind of sound like a cop out. But realistically, dude, like Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, all these guys would come in and be legitimate upgrades.
Yeah.
Like no question about it, legitimate upgrades.
Yep.
Pillars of the franchise moving forward.
Yeah. Immediate, just impact players. I just think Reese is just too special to pass up on. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, here comes Goodell. It's so crazy, man, because even though I'm cool. All right, here we go. Here we go. Whoa, David. David Bailey is the pick. They actually did it, man. They actually went with the leaks were real. Peter Schrager was right all along, right? And I you know what? Real quick, I need to give a quick shout out to my buddy RJ, right, who played at Texas Tech years ago. He's been messaging me for months saying David Bailey's going to be the pick here for the Jets. Oh, man, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But you know what? Literally, and so on stream, we were literally just rattling off the numbers. 14 and a half sacks, 73 pressures, quarterback hits.
Great player, dude. Great player. Like, you guys just got a beast.
Absolutely. From a pass rushing standpoint,
you got the best player in the draft.
Absolute monster. Mm-hmm. The first step, the explosion, comes to the line of scrimmage with the plan, the wicked spin move to the inside that he possesses. It is honestly incredible. And one of my favorite things about Bailey is that he wins so fast. My personal pro comp for him is Brian Burns.
Dude, his first step, he shoots out of there.
Yeah, and when he wins, dude, he closes on the quarterback so fast. He's like a shark with blood in the water. So, again, going back to the start of this, whether it was going to be Sonny Styles, whether it was going to be Caleb Downs or whoever, the Jets were going to be walking away with a pillar here. And you know what? This is from from gauging the online presence, it seemed like Jets fans really wanted Reese maybe instead of David Bailey here. But I'll say this, David Bailey immediately is the best pass rusher on the team. And again, dude, he reminds me so much of Brian Burns. Maybe a little bit of James Pierce too, kind of has that.
I was going to say James Pierce, and he had a really good rookie year.
Yeah, led rookies in sacks.
And David Bailey at least has a good head on his shoulders.
David, welcome to the squad, man. Let's freaking go. Let's go attack your guy, Josh Allen. Drake May, man, let's get after
Deion Dawkins put that boy on his ass.
No. David Bailey, welcome to the squad, man. Dude, this is crazy.
I mean, it sucks because you guys should be excited, but
it comes back to the 30 visit thing that we were talking about before. Yeah. Like, why? It's just so confusing.
Logic doesn't, like, the puzzle pieces don't fit together. But maybe they did that to throw everyone off, but they didn't have to throw anyone off because they had the pick of whoever they wanted.
Yeah. Sorry, David's just talking here. He'll be nasty, but I wanted Reese. Well, here's the thing. It's just like, even though we can maybe prefer, say, like Reese or take your pick on, whoever you want him, David Bailey was going to be a top 5 pick regardless. And it's funny because if you go back and you look at the mocks, if it wasn't going to be at 2, he was the betting favorite for Arizona. So, even though I kind of lean, I definitely leaned Reese, right? Obviously. But again, dude, instantly David Bailey's the best pass rusher on the team. I'm just a little concerned with that whole top 30 visit situation, right? To me, it just feels a little odd, right? It's over $50 million guaranteed. You would think that you would want maybe as many opportunities to sit down and talk to and just, whether it's talk about himself, talk about the defensive scheme, talk about the defensive fit, him meeting with coaches, being in the facility, kind of getting used to everything. You would think that, that it would make sense, but here we go. And again, dude, I believe in David Bailey's upside. I like him a lot as a player. I just slightly liked Arvell Reese more because I felt like he was maybe more the complete player, and I think he did have the higher ceiling. But I'll say this, man. The New York Jets went with David Bailey here, and by all indications, it's probably the whole instant impact argument. Like, if he's as advertised as ready to go out of the box, let's do it. Let's do it. Now, a big question, which I'm probably gonna end up posting a whole video on. I mean, we literally already were. The picks in for Arizona. Man, what are we gonna do at 16?
Receiver.
What are we gonna do at? Yeah, I mean, I hope we go wide receiver.
Just depends on who's on the board, bro. Wide receiver is the one position I've done the most research for with this class, and I think the Jets, dude, they need a number 2 wide receiver. I just don't know who would be the best fit for y'all. I have my own who I like. I'm really curious to see how the next couple picks play out because it can go in so many different directions, man.
Yeah. So the main rumor for the Cardinals was Jeremiah Love all today, and even like a little bit late, late last night.
I wouldn't do that.
You would not go Love? I would go Reese here if I'm Arizona.
Yes, I would go Reese.
I would go Reese here. Yeah.
But watch, it's Isaiah Simmons all over again.
Oh, with the developmental thing?
Well, just like the hybrid, like crazy upside guy. Yo, Baltimore Jets is coming through.
So I don't know if it's Osis. Hopefully I got the pronunciation right. Corners taken in round 1, over or under 4.5? Oof.
Under.
Yeah, I would say under because I'm probably looking
4.
I would say
you definitely have the LSU kid,
Mansour Delane,
2 Tennessee guys, or 1.
Maybe 1, maybe just Colton Hood, Chris Johnson, maybe Drummond McCoy.
The corners in this draft aren't the best. All right, here we go. Picks in. Love, really. Wow.
Jeremiah Love going to Arizona. Wow, dude.
Wow. With no quarterback.
Well, drafts early.
Well, yeah,
maybe they come up for Simpson or get him at 34.
That would be fun to watch.
Man, I got to be honest. Like, I'm shocked that we went with David Bailey. BG, dude, I appreciate you, man. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't do the whole like you can't take a running back high. Like if you get a beast running back, that changes your whole team. But how are these teams passing on Reese? That's just the
You know what's interesting?
Regretting it.
NY Jets Mets. Reese will go on to be a first round Hall of Famer now.
Yep.
Man, what was I gonna say? What's kind of weird to think about, and tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, but because
that's what I was worried about. Exactly what I was worried about. Ruben Bain, Titans. Mock draft.
Ooh, that would be crazy, man. That would be crazy.
Dude, if the Giants get Reese, I'm gonna be so annoyed. I just can't stand the Giants.
I am too. You know what's kind of weird to think about is like, and I don't want to go to this mindset because again, in this process, you're splitting hairs. You're trying to find the margins into how to rank these players. Mm-hmm. So you kind of naturally harp on the negatives. But the New York Jets, they have to be 1,000% sure that David Bailey not only just works out, but is a great player for this team to not even bring him in for the 30. Because I think the optic, if maybe
the optics look strange. Yeah, you finish your point, but
the optics, assume and it's easy to sit here now and say like, oh, I like we liked Reese more and.
Of course.
He's going to go on to have a better rookie season. That's not a for sure thing, right?
Well, and that's the thing, too. It's not to cut you off. It's not just about the immediate results. And it's one of those things where for people like us that pay attention like this, that remember drafts, Bailey is always going to be compared to Reese as their careers go on, I think.
I agree. Yeah.
So, because people will say, look at what the Jets could have had. Or they could be, wow, they were really right. Bailey was a monster, 15 sacks a year. Reese is just playing linebacker or something and not doing the best. So I just I just can't get behind it. I don't mean to be negative for the Jets pick. I'm not doing that on purpose. I just really don't.
But could you let's just hypothetically say this, because when you went to the other room, I had a quick point. So if Arvell Reese went too, where do you think? Well, I guess Arizona would have went probably Jeremiah Love anyway. But if you were a Cardinal fan, would you be okay with David Bailey at 3?
If Reese was off the board,
Yeah. If the Jets took Reese,
yeah.
Right. So,
but the Cardinals are a different team. They have different needs. It's a lower pick, and the guy who I think is better is gone. But if I was Arizona, I wouldn't. If that played out, I still wouldn't pick. Wait, which one?
Who's the rat? Oh my gosh, dude.
Titans picks in, dude. They better pick Reese. Don't let freaking Giants get him with Harbaugh. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. So the Titans picks in, but Jonathan, dude, I appreciate you, man. I don't know why I bothered caring about who the Jets pick when they'll just be back picking the top 5 next year, rinse and repeat every year.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, again, to try to maybe defend this pick a little bit, you gotta think, because there are some things that I feel like are unarguable. I don't even know if that's a word.
Inarguable.
I can't even speak. Run defense, versatility, being able to maybe get creative inside the box, lining him up as a inside linebacker, right? So if Reese already has all these other, benefits to his game, again, you have to be 100% sure that David Bailey's going to come in and not only just be a great player, but be a great player now, right now, this season. So again, if you're passing on an Arvell Reese and you're passing on some of these other, great players too, I think it's just like, okay, there are expectations to perform this season.
So can I give you a counterpoint to that?
Yeah.
I think the thought process, especially for a team like the Jets, should be the complete opposite of what you just said. We don't need – the Jets aren't making the playoffs next year.
I agree with you.
So it's like, I don't think – yeah, the media is going to say whatever. Fans are going to say whatever if you take Reese and he doesn't have as good of a rookie year because there's a lot of projection. But the Jets need guys that can be good in 5 years. You know what I mean?
That's a little –
whatever. Just guys that can be there and consistent, where I wouldn't be worried about the production as much in their rookie year. I would be worried about that in their third year. And then I'm thinking Reese in his third year will be a monster off the edge. Or, hold on, here we go.
Whoa! Tennessee Carnell Tate.
What a bad pick.
I don't think it's that bad of a pick. I mean, I would have went Reese here, but kidding? I mean, Cam Ward needs the number 1 wide receiver. I wasn't expecting him to go
best wideout.
Carnell Tate's wide receiver 1.
Not for me. He's
That's true. You don't like
his own team. I know it's the monster,
Gino's cousin,
but what an
pick,
dude.
Buddy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm super disappointed with the pick. I think AG's worried about his job too much. Reese or Sonny would have been better. I feel you, man. Like, but the thing is the one thing that I kind of keep coming back to, and again, like, I don't want the narrative to be out there that David Bailey's a bad prospect or a bad player, or he's going to come in and, give us a half sack or yeah. I mean, I think David Bailey's a really, really good prospect, but again, I think I just would have maybe leaned Reese here, not to sound like a broken record, but I see exactly what you're saying, man. My question is, how much power, if that's true, how much power does Glenn still, have within this organization if he can sway it that much? So it leads me to believe that everybody's on board with this pick. Spielman, Frank Reich, Brian Duker, Darren Muji, Aaron Glenn, like everyone's all in, because I just don't feel like you pass on a guy like Arvell Reese. But you know what? Arizona didn't pick him. The Giants, Tennessee didn't pick him. The Giants picks in right now. We'll see what happens here. Man, crazy, man. Crazy. But I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. 100%. Yeah, I would check in the cabinet. Could you imagine if Reese goes to the Giants? Yeah, I would not like that. Mitt, dude, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's oh, dude, Reese and Downs. Let's see. I mean, Sonny Styles is still here so this was like the first real. No matter the order, Bailey, Mendoza, Love were all projected to be top 5 picks. Carnell Tate was not. So Carnell Tate's now in the top 5, which means now someone's dropping. Yeah, someone's going to be slotted down.
Me of is, remember, I forget what year exactly it was, but when Leonard Williams was coming out and he was by far the best defensive prospect.
Yes.
And then he fell to the Jets at 6, and everyone was passing on him. We're all like, what the hell? Like, he was such a big prospect coming out, dude. Like,
yeah, well, what was that class?
Pick overall, like 17 or something? 18?
2015. It was Jameis 1, Mariota 2. I think it was Dante Fowler 3.
Yep.
Who was 4? Amari Cooper?
I think it was Amari and then the O-lineman, the tackle.
Brandon Scherf.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Leonard Williams to the Jets at 6. But Mitt, dude, I appreciate it, man. Thanks a ton. That would be insane if the Giants freaking wind up with Arvell and Caleb Downs, man. BX Kid, dude, thank you, man. Giants taking Reese for sure. We'll see. I mean, the Giants are, whether Reese was here or not here, I think
that talent though on the defense with Abdul, Reese, Burns, my God.
I don't want that. I mean, again, like if they get Sonny Styles or Downs here,
I mean, they could get both, bro. Cleveland's probably sitting there like, bro, we could get Styles or Reese. Like, we're chilling.
No, not Cleveland. Their defense is stacked. I'm going offense for sure. But
who are you going to take?
Yeah, who are the Browns going to take though?
They're trying to trade, and that's been the smoke this whole time, is that the Browns want to trade out because there isn't a high impact offensive player right here to take.
Yeah.
Except, well, the only guy really in this draft that's like a clear offensive star is Love.
Buddy, I think Reese.
And Mendoza, but
yeah. I think Reese or Sal's has a much higher ceiling, and Woody and AG want wins right now with the roster.
Yeah, that's exactly what I agree. That's my counterpoint to your, like, you have to be good right away.
But then why, if that's truly the intention, like if David Bailey in their heart of hearts on their big board is the best player outside of Mendoza, I have no problems with it at all. Yeah. But if they're picking him because Glenn feels like he's on the hot seat, you're selecting a player with the second overall pick, guaranteeing him $50 million. And I feel like the intention there is maybe not exactly how it should necessarily be rolled out. Like, I don't feel like that's how NFL teams normally operate. But if that was the case, to kind of, again, defend maybe the David Bailey selection here on maybe why he was truly on top of their big board. Mm. If Glenn was so nervous about his job, or feels like he's that much on the hot seat, why trade Sauce? Why trade Quinnen?
Right. I agree with that. The logic has to be that they just think he's better. They think he's a better prospect than Reese, and that's why they took him. I do not think it's this whole elaborate thing with, is he worried for his job and all this stuff? Yeah. But I don't think he has that sway in the organization, especially if he's on the hot seat. He's not going to have the sway to say, pick this guy. Woody's going to pick whoever.
Yeah.
So
Muji.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. So I don't think it's that. I genuinely think, which hopefully is the logic, just that the Jets view him as a better fit and prospect going forward. Because I just happen to completely disagree, even though I think Bailey could be one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. He's still going to be a beast. He's still great to have on your team. And the narrative should not be negative. I just think you're passing on like just this gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great point. And also too, it's like, it feels kind of like there's just a 100% lock that David Bailey is incapable of ever getting better in any other area. Like, he can't get better against the run.
One-dimensional.
Right. But I mean, he has the size to do it.
Oh yeah, and he's good
And-
enough. And also too, you could just do the same argument that people do for Reese, where it's like, yeah, Reese has the potential to play two positions, and a lot of why people like Reese, including myself, is the projection. But then you can't, on the other hand, not project for David Bailey at all and just say he's this and never going to be better.
Yep.
That's not fair.
No. Yeah.
You have to. Just the problem lies in you have the gold to pick and you pick the other thing, to where if you just pick the other thing where you didn't have the gold to pass up on, it doesn't feel as much of like a sting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
All right, so the Giants pick is on. Sorry, I'm trying to upload the little reaction video. Oh, man, like this is. I mean, I kind of figured that this draft was going to be crazy, but I didn't think it was going to be like Carnell Tate going 4, like this crazy this early on. Let's see. X out of that.
So the only position you can like mock so easily.
Good point. Yeah. So this is what we were talking about before. EC. So any truth, 3 Jets coaches at Stanford with Bailey. Yeah. So Frank Reich was there, obviously.
That was your point.
Yeah, and then he brought over, I believe, 2 younger coaches that are more so based in analytics from Stanford. So they have that inside, maybe connection. But I appreciate the super chat, man. Thanks so much for hanging out. And then Stefan, dude, I'm hoping we trade down for a 3rd round pick. Yeah, so that was my prediction. I wanted to get to my prediction before. Here's the Giants pick.
Jordan Tyson. And he's on the other New York team. Oh my God, they're gonna be compared forever.
Yeah, unfortunately they are going to be tied.
God, that defense has so much potential. The secondary is ass, but the front 7 is insane.
Well, they need a corner. They lost Cordell Flott.
Jordan Tyson's gonna go soon, man. I know you're not super high on him. The injuries scare me. But if he stays healthy, bro, he is the best wideout in this class. I'm a Denzel Boston guy. I don't think he's going to fall to the Bills, but that's what I really, really hope. Obviously, Tyson's not going to fall that far unless there's some crazy insider news about his injuries. But don't be surprised if Tyson goes to Cleveland right now.
If Tyson goes to Cleveland?
Yep.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Watch. Dude, weird stuff's going to happen, man. And trade. Bills, come on. Called that one.
Browns are trading too.
The Giants.
Jeez.
They're getting Styles.
You think so?
Yep.
To replace Leo Chenal, maybe? Well, who's on the board? Caleb Downs, Jordan Tyson, your guy.
Oh, they're going to go Downs, probably.
Ruben Bain. Ruben Bain makes a ton of sense for KC. I still can't believe Carnell Tate went 4th.
God, what a bad pick, man. I'd be furious if I was a Titans fan.
I like Carnell. He was my favorite wide receiver in the class.
I don't see it.
Let's see. But yeah, dude, I'm with you. I would try to trade back from 16. The team that I'm specifically looking at that I feel like could maybe come up, well, the 2 teams, Philly and Pittsburgh. I think both teams need offensive tackles. Let me turn this down real quick. Both teams need offensive tackles, but you have the Lions sitting there at 17. So you got to figure a couple are going to be going before the Jets at 16, before the, offensive, tackle 4, tackle 5 are off the board. Like, you kind of need to secure that position, because if the Lions just sit at 17 and say a Monroe Freeling is there, Caden Proctor, like, there's a lot of buzz with some of these tackles, because it kind of feels like if you're not going to go in round 1 to go get your tackle, you're kind of out of luck. So I feel like and the reason why I mentioned Philly is because every time I talk to an Eagle fan, I'll throw out different positions. I'm like, I know you guys need a tackle, but what about wide receiver? They're like, nope, I want to tackle. What about, a safety to replace Reed Blankenship? Nope, I need to tackle. I'm like, all right. Every single time I talk to an Eagle fan, they're like, I want to tackle. I don't know if the Eagles, right, a win now team, are willing to wait to see if they get past, we're still in the top 10 here, but we have Miami at 11. We have the Ravens at 14, the Bucks at 15, who definitely need interior offensive line help. The Jets could take an interior offensive lineman, obviously tackle, no way. But then Detroit is kind of that hot spot. So if you want to move right over Pittsburgh at 21 and the Lions at 17, like that does make sense. We can get our own pick back from Hassan Reddick, right? That whole trade and jump up to the top of round 3 to move back from 16 to 23 and maybe go with a wide receiver. KC Concepcion, maybe Omar Cooper. That would be my ideal kind of standpoint at this point. Good looks, Drew. Good looks, man. I appreciate. Oh yeah, what did the Browns give up here? 9.
Got a nice haul.
A 3rd and a 5th, yeah. Just to move back, a couple spots.
3 spots.
And
they have so many holes. Like they need a lot of players.
Well, the thing is too, like you kind of felt like Cleveland was maybe like backed into that position a little bit because of just
especially
like such an obvious, such an obvious trade out spot.
Right.
So I don't really know if they could have gotten like crazy value from moving down, like sold the pick off at a high price. After this Chiefs pick, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Sounds good. Yeah, sorry, I keep getting up. Just got food cooking.
Let's see. Here we go, Chiefs.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa, dude, honestly, Mansour Delane. I had him going to the Chiefs. That was my pick in the mock, but I had him going at 9. So they jumped Washington at 7.
I'm not too worried about this guy.
Best corners tape in the in college football this past season. Can play man, can play zone, can play off, can play press, pass deflections.
This is what the Chiefs do, bro. They make these guys. They freaking
They don't pay their corners.
No, they don't. They get these Pro Bowl corners in the draft, then trade them. Picks in.
Washington picks in. Who are you going to go with here? Sonny Styles?
Yeah. I don't
or Caleb Downs.
I don't know.
Or Ruben Bain.
What's their need? I don't know.
Washington? Well, you know what's interesting with Washington is
they need a wideout too.
What's interesting with Washington is they spent a ton of money, right? They gave $100 million to Odafe Owe. They signed Nick Cross at the safety position, which kind of went under the radar. Leo Chenal at linebacker, like Caleb Von Chason at edge. Like Washington went out and spent some money in free agency, kind of shoring up all their needs. Let me turn this down a little bit. Which leads me to believe that Washington, I think they should just go BPA. Go get Sonny Styles. In my opinion, I would go Styles here if I'm Washington. But Dwayne, I appreciate it. I'm not seeing a question here, so I don't know if maybe there was a mistake with it, but I appreciate it.
Because their picks in, so you can get back while they announce it.
Oh, beforehand?
Yeah, don't you have to go?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's coming out right now.
No, they got to do the interview and everything. I would just hurry up and get it done.
Oh, okay, Stefan. So you were thinking Minnesota, Seattle, or Dallas for a potential trade? Yeah. So I mean, we're not sliding. Obviously, the slide back would be less picks, right? So that would be a plus. But as far as compensation, I don't think we would get a third. It would probably just be maybe a fourth.
For what now?
If we slid back to like say the 19-ish area. Or wait, you have Seattle in there too, so 32 to go all the way back to 32.
They would have to get a haul.
Yeah, mock drafts mean nothing. It's a fun experiment to roll through. Yeah, no one mocked this draft, dude. You're 100% right. 100% right. Reach for KC. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Give me 1 sec. You want to man the chat?
Yeah, I'll man the chat.
So just click
yeah, I know.
right here,
I
and
got
it'll pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, man in the chat. Bill Central here. What's good? What's good? It's the right pick for Kansas City, but it's a reach. I agree with that. I think that's definitely a little high. I was expecting them to go Caleb Downs just because they need so much secondary help and they lost all those guys this offseason. But, I mean, I could see the thought process behind it. Jets need to take Jordan Tyson at 16 or I'll be pissed. I don't think he's going to be there, man. If he is there and the Jets pass on him, I would be so frustrated. I'd be probably more pissed than you were or would be. Jordan Tyson, I think, is going to be special if he can stay healthy. That's the only thing if he can stay healthy. But I think Jordan Tyson can easily do more on the field than Carnell Tate that went at 4. So I think you're going to see these wide receivers start to go pretty quick before the Jets go at 16, unless they make a move up. Picks in probably Styles. The draft always proves that these people who do mock drafts have no clue. Yeah, I 100% agree. I've always thought that analysts need to be held to their accuracy a little bit more than they do. Saints are taking Tyson. So that's what I think. I think I was going to wait for Ian to get back. Or sorry, Jet Central to get back. But I think the Saints are going to go Jordan Tyson at pick 8. I've seen a lot of mocks with that. So I'd be shocked if he's at 16. Tyson, next wide receiver off the board soon. I 100% agree. I think we're going to see a run on wideouts. I think if Lemon or Tyson don't fall to 16, we would sign Jennings. He'd be a good pickup. I don't think Tyson will be there. Lemon could be. I've seen a lot of mocks, which obviously isn't the best information, obviously, but hold on. Commanders. Sonny Styles. Really? Yeah, Commanders. Good pick. You just best player available. Beast. Physical specimen beast. Good pick. Do you believe in Bailey? Yeah, absolutely. I think Bailey's going to be a really good player. The only negatives I have is the player that they passed up on. I don't have a negative opinion on the pick based on Bailey as a player. Just the fact that they didn't take Reese. It's like passing up on like a winning lottery ticket. Obviously, it's not set in stone, but just as a prospect, it's like you have a winning lottery ticket and you're like, I'm going to go with this one I haven't scratched yet because I think I can maybe make more. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know. But JC is back.
Wow. So Sonny Styles goes to Washington.
Picks in Saints. I'm saying Jordan Tyson right now. Coming on.
Jordan Tyson. Yeah. I was thinking Carnell Tate for the Saints, but, now that he's gone, it's probably going to be, the Jordan Tyson buzz seems to be real. That to me doesn't really feel like a smokescreen type of like plant.
I think there's going to be I was saying about a run on wide receivers where you're going to see in the next, because there's people in the chat wanting the Jets to get Tyson at 16 and he's just not going to be there. I think you're going to see a big run on wideouts soon where it's going to go like Tyson, Lemon, boom, 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 boom.
Right. Well, Cleveland is 9, so
they need wideout help.
Yeah, you got to imagine. Okay, if the Saints really want Jordan Tyson. Really want a wide receiver. I don't know. I mean, it's debatable. Like, I like this wide receiver class. I mean, like, you can argue wait till pick 40. Or is it 41 that they have? I think it is pick 41, 42. Jets 44. Miami 43. Cincinnati's in there. Yeah, to me, I think I would probably lean Ruben Bain, but I could definitely see Jordan Tyson being the pick here now with Carnell Tate off the board. And then Cleveland, dude. So if this pick is not
Tyson, I think it'll be Cleveland.
Well, if this pick is not Caleb Downs here for the Saints, I don't think. I mean, I guess I could be wrong, but Downs I don't see in Cleveland. They have so much defenders. I don't really, unless they're viewing Downs as like a pure nickel player, but
Yeah,
there's a chance, dude, that the Giants could go out and snag
Downs.
Reese at 5 and then Downs at 10, man.
For potentially
Dexter
for
Lawrence.
some people, the two best players in the draft, aside from like Love.
Yes,
and Rosa,
dude.
like,
yes.
Well, I guess two best defensive players in the draft.
Jets need Ty and to get talent, no guarantee in 2027. That's a great point. That is a really good point because, as much as everyone can buy into Arval Reese's upside and whatnot, that's, even though I think there's
at the end of the day.
Yeah, even though there's a lot to like, you can argue, okay, it is maybe a bit of a projection. Again, I still lean Reese, but
because what did Reese have, like 6.5 sacks this year?
Yes, but he was rushing.
He wasn't
like
playing
a third
a lot of snaps, but still, it's like a lot of that is projection. He's still raw as a pass rusher. Like Arval Reese's bag of moves compared to Bailey's. Bailey smokes him. Are you listening?
Yeah. When it comes to overall polish,
and like the way to play the position, the bag of tricks, technique, Bailey's way better.
One of my favorite things about Bailey is he is, and this all kind of goes together here, right? But because he is such I was going to use the word fastball, but I know Daniel Jeremiah just said it, so I don't want to take it from him. But because he's just such a lightning bolt off the edge, right? He's so fast off. Just as soon as the ball snapped, he's moving.
Yeah,
he can beat tackles consistent. Like this happened over and over and over and over again. And granted, it wasn't the Big 12. I know some people have some issues with that, right? When you're comparing Big 10 offensive linemen to Big 12 offensive linemen. But with that said, Bailey he is such a good first step that he can beat tackles to their spot that they're trying to get to first, but do that consistently throughout the game to where tackles know it's coming, right? So they're thinking pre-snap. Of course, all tackles, of course, have a plan, but they're thinking this guy moves so fast. He explodes off the ball so quickly. So I have to move so fast to that spot, and they become almost their technique unravels. And then from that point, David Bailey's spin, which is just
right inside,
lightning fast, dude. Yep. It is so fast to just streak right across the tackle's face.
Yep.
As soon as you get that tackle overreaching to get to that, to his spot, and then Bailey flying inside. And then from that point, it's just a direct line of sight to the quarterback. But, there are moments where Bailey does get phased out, of course, in the running game. But even like, there could be an argument to be made that against the bigger, stronger tackles that can just kind of engulf Bailey and just
stay in front.
Wall him off.
Does he have?
I wonder about that, but
power moves. I know he has like his specialty is the finesse, because that's the stuff with Reese, where in 2 years Reese is just going to be able to pick that lineman up and move him forward, where Bailey might not have that.
I think the power is good enough. I mean, to be fair to all these guys, name a prospect. I can, bring up at least two flaws, two red flags, or two maybe concerns. Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, TJ Watt, all of these guys.
No prospect does everything well.
Mm-hmm. Are the cats eating? Are all four of them eating?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I hate this team sometimes. Man, like I said, I don't want David Bailey. Now, I will say this. I think David Bailey has pressure on him to come in and have success, right? Instant impact. Okay, like we need production. I don't know how many Jet fans are going to be sitting back saying, like, okay, we can wait 3 years for him to develop. I don't know how that's going to fly. So we kind of need instant production here. But I don't want to make it sound like David Bailey's some like what, like who is this? He's the 45th ranked player. I think ideally in a perfect world, he's Brian Burns / James Pierce. I think if he doesn't work out, he's probably Vic Beasley, right? Very, very, very similar style of player coming out of college, where lightning first step, he wins with speed, wins with finesse, projects better to the NFL as a stand-up 3-4 outside linebacker. But never was really that presence, never was really that edge setter in the running game. The power was kind of a question. Again, worst case scenario, I think he's probably Vic Beasley, but best case, Brian Burns. I'm going to say probably James Pierce. If you want to like split it right down the middle. Carson Beck going to Miami, pick 11. That would be absolutely insane. Bailius and Dwight Freeney moves. Yeah, I gotta. So I watched three. So I watched every David Bailey game this past season, but for the all 22, where I could slow it down and have control, I watched 3 and 1 from back at Stanford. Here's the Saints pick. Hey, here's the Saints pick. Oh, I gotta turn it down. The music might get copyrighted. Yeah, dude, Giants defense, man. All right, here we go. Goodell. Oh, Jordan Tyson. Jordan Tyson's going to the Saints. Hey, it was Jordan Tyson. Man. Okay, so as far as the BPA, right, the best players on the board, best players available, we have Ruben Bain, we have Caleb Downs. So Mekhi Lemon is still here. All of the offensive linemen are still here, by the way. Noah, man, like I personally feel like these offensive linemen are going to start flying off the board. I don't want to rule it out for the Giants. I feel like if I'm a Giants fan, the trenches for that, yes, you bring back Illuminor, but I don't think it's 100%, right? He's not going to be there for the next 5 years, in my opinion. I think you can argue Vega, Fano, or Mawanoa for the Giants. Mawanoa feels like a Raven. Like I remember doing mock drafts like early in the season when Baltimore was losing all those games. And Mawanoa just felt like a perfect John Harbaugh type of player. And what's interesting with the Giants is like you can take him and you can plug him at guard year 1, and then when Illuminor leaves, you can just slide him over to right tackle. But I don't know how realistic it is for the Giants to take maybe an interior offensive lineman with a top 10 pick. You know what I mean? So I feel like it could be on the board, but I feel like they got to go Caleb Downs here. But the thing is with Downs, dude.
Are you talking about the Giants?
Yeah. I guess Cleveland could have their choice with all the offensive linemen.
Dude, he is emotional.
Jordan Tyson?
Yeah, he's like drooling and like crying so much.
Cleveland here. What?
He's going to be a beast, dude. I'm telling you.
You like Tyson? I like Tyson when he's healthy. I like Tyson when he's healthy.
Yeah, dude. He's the best wide receiver in this class when healthy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but
Olave is going to be nice.
But do you have concerns that he can only maybe play like 9-10 games a year?
I do, but I of course it's a concern, but you got to gamble a lot, and yeah, he's gonna get hurt maybe, but I think the talent outweighs it. And if you need a wide receiver, he's healthy right now, you take him.
Let's go, man! I love that point, Knuckle. Let's see. Dwayne, 2027 first from Dallas and Indy will be in the 20s. Jets maybe top 10. How do we get Ty? What trade would get us back into the first? Only Brady and Mahomes. So I think, I mean, it really depends on how far you want to shoot up. Really depends on how far you want to shoot up. I think, like, if you're trying to eye teams that are fine, maybe moving out of the first round, Buffalo has shown in the past that they're fine moving out of the first. I think Houston could be interesting. Seattle at 32. Seattle at 32, Buffalo, Houston. I wonder if Dallas can maybe Dallas is pick 12, so I guess we'll see what happens there, but
not a smoke they want a receiver, which is ridiculous.
Dallas?
Because they want to trade Pickens or CD.
Yeah, well, they franchise tagged him earlier.
I know. And they already reported that they're not giving him a deal this year. Like, it's off the table. Like, he has to play.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
he has to play another franchise, and I guess Pickens hasn't talked to them since then.
RJ, bro, I did.
My God.
I did I did the draft reaction to David Bailey. Man, gave you a shout out, dude. You were people want to talk about Daniel Jeremiah and Peter Schrager. No, you were the first one who called David Bailey to the Jets, man. I remember those emails. You were the first one to call it, man. Crazy props, bro. I appreciate you. You definitely did not have to do that. Let's go out and get Jacob Rodriguez now. Hey, sign me up for that. I love Jacob Rodriguez. Love Jacob Rodriguez. Yeah, he played for Texas Tech back in the day with Zach Thomas. Okay. Which is sick. But dude, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much, dude. We got your guy, bro. We got your guy. I'll send you a David Bailey jersey. If you just want to email me, your info, if you're cool with it, I'll get one out to you. Tyson not wanting to go to the Saints. Yeah, okay, dude, super generous, man. Never feel the need to, never feel the pressure to, never feel the pressure to, come in here and, just do that. All right, here's the Browns pick. But Art.
Okay.
Spencer Fano. Wow. More leaks, dude. More leak. This came out. So Fano is interesting because he has played left tackle. They moved him over to right tackle. He has great feet, great athletic ability, moving in space, getting to the second level. Just looks like such a natural athlete at the position.
Picks in for Giants immediately.
Yeah. You think it's gonna be Downs?
Yeah. Or receiver.
But Fano projects kind of more to the interior.
Yeah, he looks like a guard.
So I really wonder what the Browns are going to be doing here, because they obviously addressed a bunch of interior positions and they traded for Titus Howard and they gave him a huge deal. So I wonder if they're just going to plug him in at left tackle, or if they're going to maybe move someone's position over there, because right now I think their projection is DeJuan Jones at left tackle. Man, oh man, oh man. But this is so Cleveland. You could probably, with Tate off the board at 4, you could understand it from Cleveland's perspective to say, okay, we're going to go offensive line. We're going to move down a couple of spots, pick up a third.
I mean this, unless you're passing on just some crazy player. I'm never mad at taking an O lineman in the first round. It's just safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you could shore up any part of the line, especially a tackle position, do it. Just get it over with. It's not sexy, but just do it. Man.
Yeah, dude, I would love Jacob Rodriguez, man. I think he's being so undervalued in this whole thing. I don't understand it.
Giants.
All right, here's the Giants pick. Mauanoa, wow. This is we were literally just talking about this.
Wow.
Literally just talking about this. Oh, God, dude. Is Caleb Downs going to go to the Dolphins, man? With both?
Or Dallas.
Well, I don't care if he goes to Dallas.
Oh.
If I'm Miami, I'm going Downs here.
Yeah.
Especially with both offensive or the top two or I guess you can maybe argue Vega.
Well, I bet you Miami wants to trade down right now.
You mind letting Lynn out real quick?
I bet you Miami wants to trade down. They're the team with probably the most holes, I would say, after free agency and everything.
Yeah. You think Miami would trade down?
Yeah. They just have so many holes. I feel like they need more picks.
But, dude, they have 2 1s, a high 2, and 3 thirds. I could see. Oh shoot! You're literally right. You're literally right. Trade alert. Miami Dolphins are trading into Dallas. Okay, so Dallas is moving up 1 pick. Why is? I wonder who Dallas could be targeting here. Ruben Bain, Caleb Downs. I mean,
it has to be Caleb Downs. Dude, he's a blue chip player right now.
Hold on a second. Does Dallas have 11 and 12? Does Dallas have 11 and 12? Or is that just editing thing?
They better straighten that out.
Because if
they traded a first from next year or something.
Right, dude. Right.
If they have 2 back-to-backs, they're going to go Downs and a wideout.
Nice profile picture, man.
What the?
Buddy, what's your thoughts on 16 so far? Trade back.
We got to see a couple more players come off the board, I feel like.
Oh yeah, I'm trading back regardless because I really like Casey Concepcion and Omar Cooper, but at this point, does Caleb Downs just continue to fall? Does Ruben Bain continue to? Imagine if we walk away with freaking David Bailey and Ruben Bain. Just how crazy that would be.
Dude, one guy I really like that isn't getting a lot of talk is Miami is at 12.
Okay, yeah, that's
is the opposite pass rusher from Bain at Miami.
Akeem Mesidor.
I know he has the age things, but if he falls the Bills, I want it.
Yeah, he's 25.
I don't care.
Giants wasting no time. But yeah, buddy, I'm trading back. You know, of course, I'm not just going to accept any old thing for it, but and also it depends on how far back I want to move. But
who's moving up?
But you know what? If you want to go David Bailey at spot number 2, which they did, and you are hitting the ground running, like we want instant impact, boom, like we need results right now. We don't have time to wait. We don't have time to develop. We need results immediately. I think it does open up the door at 16 to kind of be a little bit more flexible and do whatever you want.
I just can't wrap my head around that thought process for the Jets.
Well,
that makes no sense.
Well, I think it comes down
from
to
a coaching perspective. I get that, but
well, again, Bailey is a good prospect.
No, but what you're saying about all this resource that needs to play well right away, I don't think that should be a priority. It's a good thing, yes. Yeah, I don't think that should not be a priority for the Jets.
Neither do I, but that's what the the people that are tapped in are saying.
Well, that's just I think it's stupid. That's all I'm saying.
But what I think what I think the true reasoning is, or / should be, is David Bailey's just truly the best player on their board.
Well, that's what it was, and that's why they picked him. I agree with that. I don't think it's Aaron Glenn pulling the strings, afraid of losing his job.
Yeah, I still wonder about this whole visit thing. I don't want to make too big of a deal of the whole top 30 visit. Like, I don't know. And also, like, if this is like the lane that we're in right now, it almost like makes you think, okay, they must have felt so good. They were so sold on David Bailey, so sold to where they're like, we don't even need to see you anymore. We don't need to see you in the facility. Like, we think you are that good to schedule it, then cancel it. Yeah, you can have it.
You sure?
Yeah. That was super weird. Yeah, the internet cut out for like 2 seconds.
Okay, so the Dolphins they didn't get much. Interesting. So Dallas, whoever they picked, they must have thought Miami was going to take them because it's so weird to move up one spot.
I'm curious to see who Dallas goes. Does Dallas go?
And then why?
Okay, so here's the thing with Caleb Downs, bro. Do you remember Kyle Hamilton coming out of Notre Dame at all as a prospect? Did you like him?
Yeah, he was a beast. He should have been top 5, like talent-wise.
You remember where he was drafted?
14, right?
Yep. Do you remember Derwin James coming out?
Yep. Chargers in 20s. Safeties and just not high value.
Was Derwin James in the pick? I think Derwin James was like 17 or 18 or something. Or he was like, he was late teens. But the point is, top 5 talent falls just because of position.
Yep.
And this is something that we floated out. I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, me and Tyson doing the pod. Like I don't think it's absolutely insane to kind of think that, Caleb could fall to 16 for the Jets. Just because the position that he plays in. Because, if you start going on the list, like Tampa with Winfield Baltimore's not going to take him. I don't think Baltimore, but he feels like a Raven. But I mean, they have Kyle Hamilton and they went out and selected Malachi Starks. I don't know if they would invest 2 back-to-back years of first-round picks, but I'm getting too far ahead of myself. He could be here with Dallas or Miami at 12, dude.
Think about being a Falcons fan, watching the Rams pick at 13. That was like malpractice last year when that Falcons traded up 3 spots. I gave them a first.
Well, they picked James Pierce.
I know, who is now.
Well, I think news came out today that he's going to be good.
That doesn't matter. That he's already proved that he's a problem. This is
debatable.
The biggest.
Well,
that is not debatable. That's not debatable. How is that debatable? He has a huge freaking domestic violence thing in his rookie year, and the biggest red flag with him is off-field issues.
Was that I think that was the key reason why, or one of the key reasons why he could have.
It was because of his mental.
Here we go. I bet it's Downs for Dallas.
It could be Bane though. Bane's a good. People are sleeping on Bane.
Okay, so it looks like Miami got 2/5, which is fine because if they're going to move back, and I love those situations where you feel great about 2 players, so you can move back and just get free picks.
Or you need somebody that's completely different, so you're just like, yeah, come on up.
Yep.
Here we go. Who your receiver too? I know it sounds weird. Yeah. Okay.
Caleb Downs going to Dallas. Wow, dude.
Good pick.
Good pick for Dallas.
Yep.
But, dude, Miami is going to get freaking Ruben Bain, you think?
Okay. DeAndre Hopkins will put him on his ass.
I'm assuming Miami's going to take a wide receiver.
Dude.
So the thing is with that, dude,
Who's throwing to him? Well, I know there's some Malik Willis, but
Miami has Packers people running that organization now. John Eric Sullivan, right? Jeff Hafley, both coming in from Green Bay. They're quarterbacks now in Green Bay, but Green Bay is known for building teams from the inside out, right? Through the trenches, going with like the boring picks, but just solving those positions.
Strong, like, tackles and nose tackles, stuff like that.
And stacked on top of that is the fact that they don't historically go wide receiver round 1. So with the first pick in their regime with a ton of team needs,
right?
I mean, who knows? Maybe they just go with Lemon here and just.
Because the Packers have actually taken a lot of wideouts recently.
Just one.
Golden wasn't.
Yeah, it was just Golden.
Who's their other guys? Dobbs. Where is he picked?
Mid-round, 4th.
Watson.
Or a 3rd or 4th.
Watson
2nd. But that's kind of the point is that Miami has, the high 2 at pick 43. They can just go wide receiver there. If Lemon can get past Miami and the Rams here. Oh man, like I think Lemon's going to be the pick. It's I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to jinx anything. We'll just see how it goes, man. We'll just see how it goes. Yeah, dude, this it's flying. Let's see. Malcolm, what's up, man? I'm not watching the draft. Did Jets fans boo David Bailey? I don't even know if the audio picked it up or whatever, like through the TV. I couldn't even really hear it, but I was surprised, man. I got to be honest. I know that was the consensus, but I felt like they were going to go with Reese. But I think collectively pre-draft Reese was the favorite in like a lot of Jets fans' minds. But my assumption here is that David Bailey, instead of diving into the whole job security thing and all that kind of stuff, my guess is that the Jets just, from a talent evaluation standpoint, had David Bailey as the highest rated player in this class outside of Fernando Mendoza. That's what I believe. Because if you're making a draft selection at spot number 2 with that much money guaranteed, you got to think that you're not just saying, hey, we're trying to save someone's job. And also, if you're Darren Muji, if you're Rick Spielman, you kind of feel like that would be a little, if they truly like internally believe that they maybe viewed someone else as Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese better, right, higher on their board, that it wouldn't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Like, if the coach is on the hot seat, why does the coach supersede everybody else?
Yeah, that's what doesn't make any sense to me. that's like the most backwards logic I can think of bringing in a coach, noticing he's not doing a good job, having him on the hot seat, and then giving him the reins of what the future is going to be. No.
Which, so common sense would tell you that the organization is completely on board with Bailey as the higher rated prospect.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where that's just the decision they made and rolled with it. That's what happened, in my opinion. There's no way they're like, Glenn, it's all up to you. We trust you.
Miami knows we need a wide receiver, so they'll take Lemon. Hey, man.
I hope they take Lemon. You guys
don't.
You guys
I want Lemon at 16.
No, you don't.
Ideally, I want to trade back to 16 because if we can get like a third-round pick or something, that'd be sweet. But
I'm not high on Lemon at all. I think he has problems. This is a very interesting pick, though.
I'm going to say Ruben Bain.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain or Vega, O-line. Whoa! Caden Proctor going to the Dolphins, man. I didn't see that. I figured offensive line for these Packers, for the Miami Packers
Well,
here,
you
but
called it. Yeah. That's
I didn't think it was gonna be Proctor, man. Proctor, dude, you know how big Proctor is?
It's huge, right?
Man, so he's gonna fill in on the left side, I would assume, or I guess they can maybe play him at guard year one, and go Patrick Paul, Austin Jackson. Man. I remember the whole Iowa thing too back in the day with him. Oh yeah, I forgot about Monroe Freeling. Okay, so this is the pick right here, man. Do the Rams go Ty Simpson here?
No, they're gonna go. Every mock draft has them taking a wide out. Everyone's saying they want Lemon. They want a slot guy.
Sean, yeah, poor Bain, man. They really hate his arms. I'm
not too worried about Bain's arms, man. Bain is a monster.
It sucks, man, because like the NFL, like you could even argue with this pick right here, like this proves this point. Like the NFL just values traits. They love traits, man.
Because at the end of the day, too, college football is different than pro football. So you're not looking like just at who played the best in college. You know what I mean?
Gosh, man, the thing that's so tough with Ruben Bain is the arms just aren't like slightly below average or like just below average. Like he's in like complete like outlier.
Yeah.
Complete, not the shortest of all time, but
I'm also saying with how good he was in college while having that, to me, it's like he can obviously manage. Like maybe he is better than he's one of those guys that can go past not having a good trait, basically. Like his talent outweighs his God-given body.
Well, dude, almost everything about Bain, I love. His bend around the corner, around tackles is nuts. He can play in a 3-4, in a 4-3, can play on the outside or on the inside. Great against the run, can set the edge, takes on doubles.
Yep.
So, he plays low to the ground. Like his leverage is really good, dude. So when he goes up against guards, not in every single case, right? But there's so many moments that I saw in just the 3 All-22 games that I watched with Bain this past season. He's just getting up underneath these guards. He's getting underneath these guards and just forklifting them upwards and moving these guys back. Like he's like, if I had to use one word to describe Ruben Bain, I would say it's disruptor.
Yeah, I would say like
disrupts everything. The running game, how quarterbacks or how offensive coordinators want to manipulate the edge.
Like he just mucks up the whole D-line.
Yeah.
In a good
O-line.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Zachariah Branch? Kind of feels like a little bit of a gadgety player at the next level for me personally.
He's not like a guy that's going to be out there every down, but he is fast.
Okay, dude. Dude, I appreciate that, man. That would have been absolutely nuts. But what about Ruben Bain, man? But then
2 pass rushers, though.
Well, I'm trying to think. I mean, we got 3 more picks left. Let me just quickly pull up BPA. NFL draft. Because I want to go through some more of these names here. of the best available players. So Rams pick. Who do you think it's going to be? I'm going to say Mekhi Lemon.
I'm gonna say Lemon.
Dude, I'm free. Who was it? Someone was it Lewis Riddick or Bucky Brooks?
Someone had. What about the Oregon tight end? Who's their tight end?
Kenyan Sadiq. He's still here.
Who's the Rams tight end?
They have like 3.
Are they good?
They use them all, yeah. Parkinson. Okay, all right. So here's the best available.
He's kind of like a wideout.
Actually, dude, you know what? Instead of just reading the picks, let me just share the screen. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
But dude, I appreciate you, man. Malcolm, I'm not. Oh, yeah. Okay. We got to that one, dude. I appreciate it. Stephon Bailey and Bain. That would be insane, but I just don't know if he gets past. I mean, he feels like he could play for.
Baltimore can take him.
Dude, Jesse Minter first year, or Todd Bowles on the hot seat. Like, it's gonna be tough. But okay, so here we go. I mean, really, let's see. Can you guys see? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, what would be like the win picks for the Jets? Ruben Bain, Mekhi Lemon. Some people are out on Sadiq. Some people would like it. Vega, but I think Vega's probably going to go to the Ravens if I had to guess here. McCoy, I just don't. I love him as a prospect if he's healthy. I just don't know where. I'm not a doctor. I don't know where that whole thing stands. Love Keldrick Falk, but I just don't know with us going David Bailey. Connor Hughes floated out Colton Hood. Love KC, but I think right now I'm hoping for either Ruben Bain or Lemon to fall
for the Jets.
or a trade back. Trade back would probably be my number one, but yeah. Thanks.
Who are we thinking?
Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, Colton Hood, man, it could very well be. It could very well be. But I think with the players on the board, let's just hope. So I mean, we got 3 picks, and I'm really hoping for 2 players.
Yeah, there's 3 more picks in front of you, and there's 2 guys you really want. So
we got to hope that 2 teams.
It just sucks because the guys you want kind of fit with all these teams here.
give up everything for Bain. But I mean, honestly, dude, you can make the argument for Vega too. Who's the best guard in this class and is like a top 5 player when talking about floor
tackles. How's your center? Who's that?
It's Josh Myers. But I would imagine if Vega, I don't know, like if Vega's the pick here for the Jets, my approach would be play the best 5. If that means putting Tippmann back to center to get Vega on the field, I'm not drafting Vega at 16, putting him on the bench for a season. Not doing that. And then they signed Dylan Parham from the Raiders to a 2-year deal. So, who is like the best guard from Vegas, but kind of a mid tier ranking. Man, but the Rams pick is here. Dude, the Rams are doing so much.
It's crazy, man. They're the number 1 seed for everything for me next year.
Yeah, let's hope for.
Look who they're showing.
Ty, dude, I don't care, man. Like if Ty's best fit for me is the Rams still.
Yeah, of course. I mean.
But he could sit behind Stafford, a great system fit, coach's son, working with McVay.
I think this year you just go for the Super Bowl again. And you just get the best guy that can play right away. And you have 2 first-round picks. So you can go ahead and take...
No, they don't have 2 first. They traded 1 for McDuffie.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to say Lyman or Sadiq.
Oh, dude, Ty Simpson. They freaking did it, man.
They did it. Oh, my God.
Yes. Good for the Jets, man. Well, not good. If you like Ty Simpson, obviously not good. But if you want to, well, I don't want to speak too soon here. Wow. I don't want to speak too soon. Wow, dude. Wow.
He's got to be hype. McVay.
Oh, yeah.
Puka. Dude, you are loaded.
I think it's a good pick, man. I don't see Ty
It's
Simpson
not a
failing.
bad pick. I mean, the Rams are just so good. It's just like they're rolling around in their own riches, but they're just setting themselves up.
This draft, out of all the mock drafts, man, thousands of mocks.
Oh,
I don't
bro.
think, dude. I don't think. Yeah, Devin, dude, Bane at 16. How crazy would that be? I don't want to get too far ahead of
I
myself.
know, because I could see Tampa taking them, man.
But, well, gosh, we still have this. I mean, so we're either. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But again, just going back to the BPA, Ruben Bain, Makai. We got 2 picks left here. Ruben Bain, Makai Lemon, Sadiq, Ione. I like McCoy, but I don't know where he stands with the knee.
Yeah, you guys need a corner.
I think, and you know, Omar Cooper and KC and Denzel are still here.
Scroll down a little more. Okay.
Damn, dude, they actually went. Bro, I think the craziest pick of this draft here. Let me turn it down. I think the craziest pick of this draft so far is Caden Proctor to the Dolphins.
Caden Proctor, Carnell Tate,
Good one. Good one.
Ty.
You know what's so funny is like this draft is playing out like the draft season, or sorry, the pre-draft season didn't even happen. Like, because like if you looked at mock drafts in like October, like it was Caden Proctor and Ty Simpson up here, Carnell Tate up to the Titan, you know, top 5. Okay, Ravens picks in. Right. I think it's gonna be Vega or Bain to me. I think for Baltimore, I don't see them going wide receiver here.
Why don't you see them going wide out?
Because I think, well, first off, Lamar Jackson missed time last season due to injury. I want to keep that guy upright. They're talking about an extension with $60+ million cap hits. I'm not signing a player to like that, like the crown jewel of the franchise, and just have him getting rushed from the inside. A, and then B, Jesse Minter is from the Chargers in Michigan, where he worked under Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah,
who's known for building out the trenches and like putting wide receiver on the back burner. So
it doesn't lost Linderbaum.
Oh yeah, good call. Good call. Man, Ty Simpson's a Ram, dude.
He's just be chilling this year, sitting on the bench, learning from the best.
Bro, what are the Cardinals might be?
Super Bowl contenders?
Well, dude, Jacoby Brissett's holding out.
I know.
And they have Gardner Minshew, who's coming off the late season ACL, like pegged as their starter.
Uh-huh.
So I don't really know what's going on with.
I don't get taken Love at 3, but I don't know.
Yeah, I do Jeremiah Love now, I guess. Yeah, yeah, crazy, man, crazy. Fantastic. Sadiq or Bain. I can't believe the board fell this way. Yeah. Will Ruben Bain, dude, if the Jets pass on Ruben Bain here, man, that could be the prime opportunity. Because I understand
the sack exchange back in business.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Load up, just be the scariest almost like the Giants did with
even tonight, dude. Reese.
Yeah.
Reese, Burns, Thibodeau, Abdul Carter.
It's insane,
crazy,
the
dude.
Talent, bro. They're definitely gonna try to really trade Thibodeau now.
Wow, dude, the Rams. That's insane, dude. By the way, shout out to everyone hanging in the chat, man. I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, you got nice numbers, man.
It's my favorite day of the year, man. I love doing this stuff. I love hanging with you guys. It's a lot of fun. Vega to the Ravens, Sadiq or Bain. Dude, if we can get Bain and Bailey, we might become the winners of this. If the Jets, I don't even care what the rest of the first round.
I was like, no, you're not.
I mean, Allen might be picking himself up off the turf.
Yeah,
Bain and Bailey, dude. I'm gonna say Vega here for Baltimore.
Yeah,
Way too obvious. Way too obvious. Vega.
Yep. Okay, so
Boom.
you're gonna get one of them.
Dude, Lemon or Bain? Let's freaking go.
I would stay away from Lemon. I don't even want to explain why. I think that it's not really fair.
Nah, it's blown out of proportion. The combine stuff's blown out. In my opinion, it's blown out of proportion.
This is the only thing I'll say about it because I don't know. I could tell when somebody is on drugs, and he was on drugs that day.
I don't know.
He was. I am saying he.
Tampa Bay picks in Bane, Lemon, Bane. Nobody cared. Yeah, dude. How crazy would that be? But I mean, dude, this is.
Dude, the picks are flying in too.
Yeah, because we had. Oh shoot, my computer's gonna die. Because we had like so many curveballs early, like Caden Proctor going before, or within the top 15.
I still can't believe.
And then Ty Simpson. That this kind of goes back to what we were talking about before at the start, where it literally means that two players that we did not think were going to be there are being slotted down,
and that are both fits and needs for you guys. What are the Dolphins?
Well, Miami's just going pure.
Just build a team from scratch, basically.
Let's see. Hopefully that works. Yeah, bro, I agree with you, man. He's out of his mind. Stefan, bro, no pressure to keep on super chat, man. I appreciate you hanging out. David Bailey, Ruben Bain, Cooper Jr., AJ Halsey, Jacob Rodriguez. Dude, that would be insane. Although we only have the 4 picks in the top, unless Halsey falls to round 4, which I don't think is going to happen. But the Bucks picks in, like you said, dude. Gosh, dude. I mean, yeah. I think. Oh, dude. Now, more than I'm thinking about it, it's just kind of like Ruben. I mean, like if you're a Bucks fan right now, literally, like who are you asking for? Probably Bane or Sadiq, or Mazador. Maybe Keldrick Falk. But if Bane gets to 16, man, oh my God, that'd be insane. But regardless, I feel like we could come away with either Lemon or Ruben. But who knows, right? Who knows what this Jets board looks like?
It's gonna burn if they're on the board and they pass on one of them.
Yeah.
There was one guy that was falling one year that I loved. Trying to remember who it was. And it was just falling. I'm like, keep going.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna pop out that best available for now. And also, quick side note, because we have picked 33, and 44 here, but specifically 33, you kind of feel like if the Jets love somebody at the back end of round 1, they can just shoot up. I mean, like, look at what the Dolphins just...
And the Jets have so much ammo to do so.
Dude, the Dolphins moved back 1 spot. They went from 11 to 12, and they got 2 5th-round picks.
Yeah, that's literally 2 players. Like, it's insane.
No, I'm saying it from the flipped perspective. So if you're the Jets and you want to shoot up to 30 or 31,
yeah.
I mean, if you have to give up 2 5s to move up 1 pick in the top 12, I mean, I don't even know what that compensation is going to be looking like if you want to jump back into the first round. So, I mean, we're going to be streaming the whole first round.
Yeah, like how close,
Yeah, dude, I want
to start talking about the Bills soon. After Tampa goes, we got 10 picks.
I want Bane or Lemon for me, or trade down, trade down.
Take trade down off the table for now. Bane or Lemon, who would you?
I think Lemon's more realistic because I don't think Lemon makes sense for Tampa. I think Lemon will be there on the board for the Jets.
Say they're both on the board. Who would you pick?
If they're both on the board, I would go with Bane.
Yeah, just monstrous D-line.
Yeah,
I think you could trade Will McDonald or somebody.
Well, yeah, I mean he's his rookie contract coming to an end pretty soon. It's not this season, but it's the year after.
That's what I'm saying. You could get probably
yeah, I think they could get more than that. We don't need Bane, dude. Bane and Bailey on once. I mean that would literally be the team's 2 best edge rushers. Or
also think too, you have one guy speeding off the edge, and then you have Bane mucking up the whole line. like they do different things well, which would add versatility to the New York Jets pass rush.
Yeah, they
Maybe hopefully at 26. Wait, go up. Give me Lemon with the drone. LOL.
dude. Picks in for the Jets.
Rewatch the combine.
Makai Lemon. All right, we're gonna be doing another reaction video. I'm gonna say it's all right. Actually, you know what? Let's just quickly pull up the best available. All right, let's see. Okay, Makai Lemon here. Kenyan Sadiq. Oh, let me turn this down. Kenyan Sadiq. I mean, there could be some people that are maybe not really feeling this. Sadiq maybe fit within the Jets offense, but he feels very much like 2026. I'm going to be the checkmate move to the big nickel position, which is like the new, the Kyle Hamiltons and stuff like that, like the bigger slots, Nicky Minwari, Nick Fitzpatrick, those types of guys. Caleb Downs is going to be in that role, I would assume. Brian Branch. And what's interesting, and Jeremiah was actually talking about this before the draft. I think it was Daniel Jeremiah. Was it whoever it was. They were making the point that we're seeing more and more and more tight end, more tight ends on the field at the same time, early in downs on your own side of the field, like so starting off drives and whatnot. It's more of a normal thing in this day and age, and I tend to agree with that.
I think Sadiq would be a good pick for the Jets. He's a hybrid.
Would you take Sadiq over Lemon?
Yes, but I'm biased. I just don't like Lemon.
Would you? Well, okay. Well, I guess trade backs off the board. I was gonna say we could trade back. This would honestly be great to trade back, dude.
Yeah, I'm happy
because there's so many wide receivers here, but that's not gonna happen anymore because the pick's in.
It's gonna be very
I'm gonna say
it's gonna be Lemon. I would go, and Lemon would be a good pick. I'm just biased against him. I think.
All right, let's see.
I could see them going McCoy. Just saying, screw it.
I love McCoy, dude, but I don't know. I don't
like that pick. Honestly, I would like that.
I don't know what the knee issue, because some teams don't care about the knee. Some teams have them completely.
It's always such a gamble. It's like you just don't. There's no consistent, clear answer.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain's gonna be a beast. You see his interview at all?
No.
He's just locked in.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ruben Bain's going to be awesome, man. And also, like, you're thinking about the Todd Bowles defense. He's going to be a D end, maybe, first, second down, bouncing out and rushing the passer from the outside early, or you can flip it and have him rush the passer early and kick inside if you want to get more.
Well, dude, he is so good against the run too.
Right, yeah.
He's so good against the run, so he's just going to be out there every play. He's a beast, man.
Lemon, tight end, Lemon. Yeah, dude, Bain's gone. Sadiq. We have McDonald and Bailey.
Lemon,
We'll see, man. We'll see. I do think with David Bailey as the pick at spot number 2, we need we need an offensive player to come in and play right now. All right, so I'm starting this a little late. The New York Jets pick is in, pick 16. Makai Lemon's on the board. I think we need an offensive weapon. Here we go. Whoa, dude.
Good pick.
You like that pick?
Good pick.
Kenyan Sadiq is coming to the Jets. Wow, man.
Good pick.
They did it. They really picked Kenyan Sadiq over Makai Lemon. The thing, and so I'm live streaming right now. The point that we literally just made. Kenyan Sadiq provides the New York Jets with a checkmate style of move to the new kind of big nickel position that's being ran a lot in this day and age, right? The Nicky Minwari, the Kyle Hamilton, the Micah Fitzpatricks of the world.
He gives you so much versatility because you could play him as just like a tight end, and he can literally line up as a receiver. He's so athletic.
Big slot.
You could
big
play him
slot.
all over the field, and you're right. He can be the checkmate to that hybrid nickel safety. He could be like, okay, you guys have that. We have this athletic monster that's going to run by you. You know,
absolutely blew away the combine.
I like this pick a lot for them.
And also, you know what's really cool about Kenyan Sadiq, man? He's a willing blocker. He is a good blocker. He is physical. He's not afraid to put his hands on a defender.
He's decent
lower his shoulder.
Yeah, he's decent for his size. There's only so much he can do at his size in blocking, but he does a good job at. And with how good he is, man, those unis are clean.
He reminds me so much of Vernon Davis, where he's not the 6'5", you know, the monster type of tight end that can just like, you know,
well, I think
high point the. You know, he's not like a monstrous old school Tony Gonzalez type. To me, he feels very 2026. Again, that big slot position, and I think also, man, one interesting kind of take that you can maybe look at it from is if Lemon and Sadiq are both going to be impacting the slot, Kenyan Sadiq does give you maybe a little bit more versatility as far as what you can do, maybe playing him if they want in line, having him complement Mason Taylor. It's interesting, right? Because you think that both of these guys are going to be used in not necessarily a similar role, but primarily a pass catching threat from the inside. So, yeah, Kenyan Sadiq, man, welcome to the New York Jets. I'll say this, man, between David Bailey and Kenyan, 2 instant impact guys ready to go right now out of the box.
Yep. You guys just had 2 brand new starters.
Let's move, man. Let's move. Kenyan, welcome to the Jets, man.
I like that.
Crazy. Yeah, he ran a 4.39, man. Sadiq's a beast.
I like the pick. I want to see all the people that are upset about Lemon.
No, we need to get Tyson on. Bro, this is one of Tyson's guys, man. Not a draft guy, but love the channel. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate you for hanging for sure. I mean, the thing is with the draft, I know it's not for everybody, and I also know that college football isn't for everybody, but you know, these NFL teams, it kind of feels like the lifeblood. You know, not in every single case, but in most cases, the lifeblood of an organization's maybe success over time is dependent on hitting draft picks. So I appreciate you hanging out and tuning in. I hate this damn horrible pick. Best edge and best tight end in the class. Yeah, that's the point that Tyson made the other night that I was talking to him. He's just like, dude.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is, but you're kind of looking at, you got the best, not for Sadiq, he's just easily projectable, the best tight end, but you got the best college players at those positions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you got the best college players, but you might not have gotten with Bailey the best NFL player at edge. You know what I mean?
Well, I still think David Bailey is the best edge rusher in this class, but I think Reese was just more of a complete product where he can give you. I don't see David Bailey lining up as inside linebacker, spying Josh Allen on a 3rd and 9.
I agree.
You know,
absolutely. But I also think this year Bailey will definitely have more sacks. But I think looking at year 3 or something like that, you're going to see Reese's value and potential there.
Man, Kenyan Sadiq and David Bailey, man. Who would have
interesting like haul that you walk away with, you know?
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, I guess the reports, and I don't know who actually reported it first, but I think it was Peter Schrager that reported it first, that the Jets are like looking into like win now pieces, man. The thing is with Sadiq that you can, that's really, really cool is you could just get so, let me mute the commercial here. You could just get so creative with the things that you want to do with him, man. He's going to be a security blanket for Geno Smith, of course, but he's not just some like, 5-yard curl turnaround type of tight end. And that's all you can do. You can run him on wheel routes and get him up the seam, moving forward with that speed.
Dude, he is so athletic too. He is so athletic. I think it just gives you so many options on the offensive side of the ball. And we're at pick 16. You guys can get KC right there in the second round. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, and also too with Lemon falling here, you got to imagine that one of these like wide receiver needy teams are probably going to go. It's just one more name in the
What
in
if
the
I'm
mix.
what if I'm right though? And teams are afraid of Lemon.
Well, then pick them at 33.
That'd be crazy. Picks in for Detroit. I just hope it keeps going. I hope Lemon keeps falling, so the other receivers fall. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean KC. Okay, here's a Lions pick.
The Bills wouldn't take Lemon even if he's there.
Well, they have Shakir.
Exactly. He's not fit, but Denzel Boston, on the other hand, the better player.
Someone's really high. Which draft insider's really high on Denzel Boston? Forget.
Is there somebody? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just have him at like 3 or 4, right?
I don't know. I kind of view him as a second rounder.
No. I'm saying like most people say he's like the 4th or 5th best wide out in the class.
Yet normally I'll see him like wide receiver 5 or wide receiver 6.
He's my number 1 for the Bills, but I really like Jordan Tyson. Yes, the injuries are very scary, but man, he's good.
With the 17th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Blake Miller.
Oh, Blake Miller.
Interesting.
Good pick. Good pick for that. You know what that means. Penei Sewell's moving to left. You know what's interesting is, and also, man, Blake Miller is kind of like the David Bailey of the offensive line. Like, he's ready to play right now. Like,
yeah, did he play? God, the picks are flying in. Vikings in.
Yeah.
Where do Vikings go?
I would say Thieneman maybe, or D tackle.
Oregon safety.
Yeah, I'm not really as high on Thieneman as a lot of people are.
Dude, it's crazy that the Vikings had such horrible quarterback play last year, and they're picking at 18, and they were 9-8.
Yep,
that roster is stacked, dude. They just had such bad quarterback, and it's crazy they got Kyler.
Yep,
it's gonna be Vikings are gonna be a fun team to watch next year, man. Jefferson, Kyler, O'Connell.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to upload this video real quick for the people that aren't hanging in the that aren't watching the live, and they just want the the reactions here. But yeah, Blake Miller, dude, I this is just a sweet, solid, safe pick for Detroit. You can kick Sewell over to left, get an upgrade there. Blake Miller comes in at right, definitely a playable high floor option.
So this 20 Dallas pick, where does this come from? Is that from the
Micah Parsons?
Got it. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, Micah Parsons.
And they picked 2? Caleb Downs?
Caleb Downs at 12.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So they could probably go.
I would go Keldrick
so
Falk
many
at 20.
That they're going to go wide out and try to trade one of these guys, but I just don't buy it.
Whoa, dude.
Wow.
Caleb Banks, they actually freaking did it, man. Caleb Banks
he's like boomer bust, right?
Dude, Caleb Banks is the freaking man. If he's healthy, dude. He's kind of like, you have the whole argument with Jordan Tyson.
Yeah.
If he's healthy and this and that. Dude, Caleb Banks, man, he literally has the potential to be one of the best defensive tackles in the game very early. His size, he's similar to Chris Jones, dude.
Yeah.
From KC. But he has a lingering foot. Missed a lot of time this past season, but dude, he is a freak, man. He's a freak. Good pick for Minnesota if you don't believe in the health.
That's
picks in for Carolina.
The DC. How am I blanking?
Flores.
Yeah.
Love Flores, man. Great fit in that defense too. So is Carolina going to go Thieneman here or Mekhi Lemon?
Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't really thought about what Carolina should do. I don't really know their team well enough to have an educated guess on who they'd pick, but do you think they would go wide receiver back to back in the first, because obviously they got Tet last year?
I think with Bryce Young's rookie contract coming to an end, it might be a little smart to try to give him as much help as possible.
And
So
he's
we really know.
progressing,
Yeah, so like kind of just keep that train moving a little bit, and because like I don't think any Panthers fans want to hear at the end of the season when we know how much these QBs are getting paid. Like, oh, like is Bryce the guy? Is he worth the contract?
Yeah, no, you gotta know.
Or someone so and so got hurt and he didn't have enough help. Like, I want to give this guy as much help as possible.
Yep.
That's just my.
But I'm just curious if they have bigger holes other places. Oh no, my God, dude! Think about this. Ian, it would be 3 wide receivers in a row in the first. Legette's a bust.
Well, who is Legette, McMillan? Who else?
If they took another one, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. That's
well,
a lot of
Legette's
resources
still young.
Dump into wide receiver. I was so wrong on him.
Eagles going to take
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good.
Yeah, but does he fall all the way to 20?
He could.
3?
He could. Pittsburgh could take him though. No. They just got Pittman and Metcalf, but they want to trade Metcalf, but he's on that mega deal that nobody wants.
Oh shoot! Eagles just traded up to 20. Damn. See, like, okay,
well, that's Dallas's pick, right? They traded in division.
I guess so. So we're I guess a little behind. A little behind you guys. So what?
He's just lying.
Yeah. Well, K-Dude's in every stream. I know he's not. No, he's the man. Yeah, Eagles traded up. Damn. Well, okay. Mekhi Lemon definitely does make sense there, but
yeah.
Monroe Freeling is interesting for Philadelphia. Tackle. He's the Georgia left tackle.
Oh, yeah.
6'7",
Yep.
Good length, good production. Got better as the season went on. Obviously playing in the SEC kind of speaks for itself, but not necessarily. He's like the offensive line Arvell Reese a little bit, where you're not really like it's kind of like by year 2, year 3, it's like this guy can be crazy good, but year 1 might be like a little bit of a
learning curve.
Yeah, not saying he's gonna be bad year 1, but
I gotta run to the restroom. But soon we gotta start breaking down the Bills options.
Trying to delay that. Carolina needs offensive line. Ekwano's out for that's true. That's true.
And why would Eagles trade up to get Lemon, assuming that if Carolina would take him? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does make sense. But the Eagles aren't waiting on the TV. The Eagles already know who the Panthers are going to be picking.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's more evidence why they probably wouldn't take Lemon at 19.
Gotcha.
I'm running to the bathroom.
Cool.
Yeah, I want to break down the Bills options.
Let's see. Yeah, so commercial break right now, but Carolina pick is still in. Yeah, if you guys can, don't try not to spoil the picks, because I really like to kind of dive into this stuff as blindly as possible, just because I love the instant like raw reaction. Yeah, tech linebacker at 33. Yeah, he has a lot of those. I want to pick one up. All right, here's the Panthers pick. Ooh, good call. Literally just talking about that. Monroe Freeling is going to the Carolina Panthers. So Philly could very well draft Mekhi Lemon. I think that would probably be the favorite. The Eagles taking Freeling. Yeah, he's off the board. Not behind. Okay. I see. Sadiq, not human. I'm excited because one of the things with Sadiq, and this could come across as like I'm maybe giving the Jets the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think you take a guy like Kenyan Sadiq at 16 and say like, I wonder how we use this guy. I think they have a full-on plan, especially to pass on some of these players too. we weren't expecting Mekhi Lemon to be sitting there on the board, right? We weren't. I mean, I guess some of us were, but like with how this draft class kind of materialized, like there were so many shocking picks. Caden Proctor early on, Carnell Tate top 4 pick. There's a lot of things that just kind of feel like, yeah, tough to predict. So again, the point is, I don't see Frank Reich and this offensive staff, Seth Ryan, and then just like looking at Sadiq saying like, oh, he's just athletic and hopefully he's good. Like, no, I think there's probably a real set plan in place. I don't know. I don't think it's a horrible pick, man. Mekhi Lemon, Philly. Yeah, there's all these reports that AJ Brown's going to be a Patriot. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. K-Det, dude, I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Bailey and Sadiq, who are you hoping falls to the Jets at 33? I would love to see us grab McNeil Warren, Colton Hood, Avion Terrell, KC. At this point, I think McNeil Warren's super, super interesting. I would hope that Jacob Rodriguez falls to 44, if I'm being honest. I would probably say McNeil Warren. Yeah, gosh, man, like I'm not I wish I was a doctor. That way I could break down the full like bone plug in Jermod McCoy's knee. I mean, the reports of that are all over the place. I mean, some people are reporting that McCoy needs surgery. Again, not messing around with the ACL. Like, this is a separate thing. Some people are saying that he doesn't. And we just saw him at the pro day moving around. He looked great. Had a fantastic pro day. And that it could be a problem in the future. Right, the whole cartilage thing. So it kind of feels similar to Will Johnson from last year. But I mean, you go back to that Tennessee pro day. What were people talking about literally an hour after that pro day? Top 12 lock. Cincinnati at 10, right? Dallas at 12, Miami at 11 potentially. But ever since this new knee thing came out of pretty much nowhere, because it wasn't talked about at the combine, it wasn't talked about at, again, the pro day, right? Who knows? Who knows how far he could fall, man? But I'll say this: if Jermod McCoy is healthy and he's on the field, I think he could be locked down. And I think he's also a great fit for the Aaron Glenn defense. But I appreciate the $5, man. Thanks a ton. Yeah, I like it. I think for me personally, I probably would have went with Mekhi Lemon, but if the Jet, and this is one of the points that we made during the reaction, or like the live reaction, it was if Mekhi Lemon is a pure slot only type of wide receiver, and you view Kenyan Sadiq as the big slot chess piece interior receiver, you can argue that Sadiq would maybe do more for your offense with the ability to, get in line and block downhill and do some of maybe the dirty work that Mekhi Lemon can't do. Not saying that Lemon is a bad blocker, because I think he's extremely physical, but you're not going to put you're not going to put Mekhi Lemon on the end of the offensive line blocking, right? But Sadiq, you can. And with Kenyan Sadiq on the field, it's not just a tell, oh, they're passing or they're running. No, like,
it gives you, just a little more versatility within the offense.
Right. So I think if it was maybe Tate or Tyson on the board, maybe they would have went with a wide receiver that could play on the outside. But again, if they're viewing both of those guys as slot players. Oh, dude, wait. Steelers picks in.
Let me listen.
What was?
He's weird, dude.
No, dude. Mekhi Lemon's gonna be a beast. What is? I got this Twitter notification. Something about Matt Stafford. Is there some sort of report that Stafford's unhappy?
There was a report. It said when they drafted him, Scheffner thing popped up, and it said Rams earlier today informed Stafford that they're going to try to get Simpson.
Oh, that's it. Not like Stafford is.
That's all I read. Yeah, just that they informed him of it.
Oh, the way it was kind of worded was like Stafford,
I don't know if you're
like
seeing something different. That was when they took him. It's been like an hour, you know.
Okay, yeah. Well, I literally just looked down. I'm trying to upload this the other video here. The Sadiq reaction it was like, yeah. I mean, I don't know if like if I was a Rams fan, I would hope that Stafford would be on board, and you don't have like another Kirk Cousins situation, you know.
I think he will be because that's not threatening his position really at all. Even if he wants to play for 2 more years, I think they would make it work.
Yeah, I mean that's why I think you draft Simpson in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, I think this is good to go. Let's see, save that. I'm here partly because the Knicks burn me again. I need shelter. Is there a game tonight? I know the Raptors were tied.
Yeah, what's up with the playoffs right now?
Yeah, we'll do a quick NBA playoff update. Dude, Raptors tied with Cleveland 88-88. Wait.
Let's go, Hawks.
Dude, the
no,
Hawks.
That's the same one. No, they did. Hawks lead.
Did they
2-1.
win by 1 again, dude?
I think it's like the same score.
And also, what time was the game? It's only 10 o'clock and it's already over.
I think it was 7.
Jacob Rodriguez with pick 33. What about Warren at 33? Dude, I would love that. Absolutely love that. Versatile safety, can play strong, can play free. I think he can make plays from depth. He definitely has the burst to do that. Super physical, will pop people over the middle of the field, as well as, I mean, I think ideally playing him in like that robber position would be great. But I do admittedly think that Seattle's probably a really good fit. 7 p.m. probably, yeah. I figured these playoff games would start maybe a little bit later. But dude, if we could get Denzel Boston at 33, with Kenyan Sadiq on the inside and Garrett and my guy Mitchell,
can pass the Bills, dude. Don't start liking Boston all of a sudden. You've been hating on him.
Lemon's demeanor is not it. It kind of reminds me of Allen Iverson.
I'm telling you,
I don't really see the issue. I don't really see the issue with Makai, man.
No, it's because you like him as a player. You have to sit down and we're gonna watch his combine interviews.
But that
he's like that, like he's a fucking weirdo, bro.
No, I think he's just competitive.
No,
because if you go back and you listen to interviews with Lincoln Riley, here's the Steelers pick.
Aaron Rodgers, he's probably like doing something right now to get headlines or attention.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. Need Colton Hood at 33. I love Colton Hood. He's my corner 3 in the class.
Just Cali. No, that's not.
No. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna say tackle.
I don't know.
Caleb Lomu, Ian Otshore. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Max Ian Otshore. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, so
he's good.
He has a lot of potential, man.
Yeah.
A lot of potential. And there's also
with the safe pick, the steady 8-8 pick.
Also, too, man, Pittsburgh's
a good pick.
Well, Pittsburgh's going to be moving Fontenot over to left tackle. And so I would assume that he's going to slot in at right tackle. Supposedly, you know Broderick Jones?
Yeah.
Supposedly he's hurt or, dealing with more injury stuff. So Dallas is here at pick 23. Dude, Keldrick Fault. Actually, you know what? Let me let me pull up the best available here. Yeah, Broderick Jones replacement. Ian Archer is good. That's pretty high, man. Yeah, he was considered a bit of a draft ride. I remember that after the Arizona State Pro Day, to his credit, the Senior Bowl, I felt like he was the best tackle there. when you're just going one-on-ones at like an all-star game like that against like legitimate NFL talent. But after that pro day and just kind of how everything formulated, like he killed the pre-draft process, and it definitely does kind of feel like a Steelery type of pick. We passed on Reese and Lemon. We will regret this. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. Yeah, John said they had a pretty good all, man. But to be honest, like if you have 2 top 10 picks, it's pretty hard to screw that up. Hey, Blue Jay Pete, man, he could very well be a top 5 pick next season, man. Sam Levitt, if you like Jackson Dart, he's like a better version of Jackson Dart with a little bit faster, a little bit of a better. Well, I would say for sure a better arm. Some people probably say a little bit better, but I think, dude. So now he's at LSU with Lane Kiffin. I think, man, Levitt can have a real opportunity on his hands this upcoming season, like these big SEC games against, some of these top end defenses. He could take the seat as that number 1 quarterback prospect, like midway through the season. I could see it. I just, throwing it out there. Of course, you got Dante Moore, a couple other guys, Sellers, Arch, but man, oh man. Let's pull up the best available real quick. Is this updated? No. Okay, Jermon McCoy, Akeem Mesidor, Thieneman. So Chargers here. Chargers could go edge. They can go D-tack. I mean, Caden McDonald, I think, makes a lot of sense for the Chargers. Maybe Keldrick Falk for Dallas.
Yeah,
dude, and then Cleveland at 24. They can go
Boston. They could go one of those wideouts.
All right, here's the Chargers pick. Wow, Mesidor's going to LA.
Damn, I wanted the Bills to get him, man.
Yeah, they lost Odafe Owe.
Mesidor's
new defensive coordinator.
He's gonna be good. Jim Harbaugh just gets the solid guy.
Yeah, there's some injury stuff with him, but not really the end of the world here with Mesidor. I like him as a prospect. Who's really high on? I think it's Phil Simms who's like really high on Mesidor. Okay, so best available: Jamon McCoy, Dylan Thieneman, McNeil Warren, Avion Terrell, Denzel Boston, Omar Cooper still here, Keldrick Falk. So I want to say maybe.
Who are we thinking of for what team?
Well, I'm thinking about pick 33. Who could be there? So a wide receiver can definitely come off the board for Cleveland.
Cleveland, not Chicago.
Well, I guess we'll pause and wait to see what happens with this whole Dallas George Pickens thing.
Every report's like Dallas is dead, like all today, like mad reports saying Dallas is going to go wide out, is really focusing on wide out. On paper, it makes no sense. But literally, it was either today or yesterday, they released that Pickens they're not going to entertain contract extension talks with Pickens this year. He has to play under the franchise tag.
Yeah.
The Browns will take wide out. If the Browns take Boston right now and like Mesidor and Boston go right like that, I'm going to be pissed, man. Even though I don't even know if Bean would take Boston, but I want at least the opportunity.
Even if both picks are good, still need more. Still need like 6 more stars at least.
Really though, I mean, let's think about it. You got quarterback figured out. Most of your line's good. Maybe you need some help on the interior. Running back's good with Brees and Homeboy coming back. Wide out. They're definitely going to take a wide out, at least in the second. So hopefully you get a number 2. You got the tight end. You're good at wide receiver 1.
Skip, dude. Yo, my bad, bro. I didn't even see it. The chat skipped a little far down. I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much. Hey, it's been a while. I hope all is well with you and your family. Pick 2, I wasn't too happy with, but pick 16 is amazing. Good offensive power. Can you see us trading 33? Let me mute that real quick. Can you see us trading 33, 136, and 167 to get a big pick late in the first? I could very well see that.
Yeah,
actually.
I could see that happening for sure.
It depends on how far you want to move up. So, what's interesting is Dallas here is still on the clock. So I wonder if they're fielding calls here. But
yeah, either for the pick or a player. Because let's look on Twitter right now what they're saying about George Pickens.
Look it up, but don't tell me if there's breaking news. And what's funny is Dallas can't go Thieneman. Well, I mean, I don't want to rule anything out, but with them going Caleb Downs early, my guess is Keldrick Falk from Auburn would be my guess for Dallas. But Skip, bro, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for that. Yeah, my bad. I scrolled too far down on StreamYard here, but I could definitely see that. Let's actually. I don't know if you could see. Can you? Man, I want to just get the draft order. Rounds maybe. Okay, let's just look at 24, 25 through 30 through 32 here. What team do you feel comfortable trading up with, and for who? I think wide receiver can go to Cleveland, maybe Bills, but I would lean towards pass rusher for them. San Francisco could definitely go wide out. Kansas City, Miami could definitely go wide out.
A lot of teams down here could. You could even argue the Texans.
Yeah, so it depends on how.
You're assuming AJ Brown goes to New England.
Yeah, that is true.
So they're probably good.
So yeah, what
variables in counseling?
What let's see. Yeah, so what pick would you want to come up, or what player would you want to come up for, and to what exact pick? Because if it's
right now for the Jets, is everyone just like, we want wide out?
Well, it's interesting because I think actually, with Sadiq on the inside, Denzel Boston's fit with New York now makes a lot more sense on the outside.
Oh, all of a sudden you like my boy.
Well, it's not that I didn't like Denzel Boston. It's just that I viewed him as a second rounder. If he's there at 33,
bro, he's not a second rounder.
I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of these guys are second rounders.
Yeah,
second round talents.
I feel like there was really only like 20 certified first round talents this year, something like that. I'm so interested to see what the Bills do.
Browns will take a wide receiver. Yeah, trade up a little from 33 as a player worth it.
It just depends on who's there,
Muji's terrible. Dude, I mean, I really don't think that these picks were like, all right, here's Dallas's pick. Ooh, this was the one that was all hyped up today. Malachi Lawrence, edge rusher from UCF.
The Bills.
Wow, dude, Malachi Lawrence. He's actually buddies with my friend Alex. Really cool guy off the field. We need a boy. Dude, I really don't think these picks are.
No, I think you guys. I mean, I can't even think about Reese over Bailey, but
I'm not gonna lie. The thought of Reese playing for the Giants is just it's pretty frustrating.
I don't see like this guy's comment right now. Like, just because it's not a great, amazing draft doesn't make it bad. Like, doesn't make it horrible, in my opinion. Like, you can be like, this isn't ideal, but I don't understand Jets fans walking away being like upset about this. Like, right now, you guys just have the 2 brand new starters on your team.
Yes. Well, yeah. My question would be, what are the key flaws with Kenyan Sadiq and David Bailey to where we're maybe worse off. I could understand of maybe like, oh, I had my eyes on this prospect or that prospect, and we blew it.
That's what the disappointment is. It's not about the players that you guys are getting. It's all about the players that you passed on. So that we're hyper focusing on like, or we didn't get this guy, so I'm pissed about it. But we're not being like, okay, we didn't get this guy, but let me calmly look at, are these guys good prospects? Like, we took this guy at number 2 for a reason. He's clearly an amazing edge prospect. So that's still a positive. Getting the best tight end prospect, starter immediately, is a positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Skip, I feel you, man. I think if we want to get into a position where we're getting another wide receiver, we're probably going to have to jump San Fran. Probably Chicago maybe at 25 would probably be my guess for a sweet spot where you can jump Miami, KC, San Francisco, and Buffalo. And then you just grab, because, Cooper is still here. Casey Concepcion is still here. Denzel Boston is still here. And then we have other guys too. Let's actually just flip back over the best available. I mean, Jermon McCoy is still here. I mean, what about Thiedemann at 33? I mean, I think a lot of people would sign. There were a lot of people that would take Thiedemann. Could play both.
But was he?
I mean, he played free safety back at Purdue, but played closer to the line of scrimmage at Oregon. He could do both.
Bills, keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I mean, Avion Terrell, I really like. I think he'd be an option for us at 33. He was the one player that I highlighted. I'm like, I could see him falling out of the first round. But dude, Omar Cooper's still here, man. Casey Concepcion is still here. Colton Hood, like there's a lot of good players here. Chris Johnson, Chris Brazel, Jacob Rodriguez, CJ Allen. Let's flip over to the next page. I'm interested to see where D'Angelo, because again, the NFL is like a traitsy league. I wonder how much Pond's height is going to come into play here. Let's see. Let's go back. And also, how far does Jermon McCoy fall? Yeah, Malachi Lawrence was the pick for Dallas. Yeah, Dylan for sure. Jets did okay, but after Bailey, I would have taken McCoy and finished the defense. Hey, well, let me ask you, man, if you would have taken them there at 16, would you take them at? I would assume that you would take them at 33. Don't be shocked. This would be crazy. Don't be shocked if they took Chase Bisontis from Texas A&M at 33. Yeah, he's another one of these draft risers. I like Bisontis, super athletic. But again, I think he, if you're taking a guard at 33, you're probably gonna have to have the same mindset of, okay, best available 5 that are playing. Let's see. Okay, so Jets are trading up. Mark your words. Yeah, I mean, there's just still so many. So the pick just came in for Cleveland. Finally back from commercial.
I feel like this has to be a wide receiver.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's. I'm thinking wide receiver here for Cleveland. It does truthfully make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Dude,
crazy haul.
There's Caden McDonald's still here. Keldrick Falk is still here.
I don't know much about that Toledo safety.
He's good. He's really good.
Caden McDonald, I could see. I know he's like a raw prospect, right?
No. Opposite. Yeah, he's one of the highest floor prospect. He's a nose guard.
Yeah, I could see with the 3-4 the Bills looking at him.
Yeah. Browns.
Yes.
Casey Concepcion.
Yes. Damn. All right, Buffalo.
Another option gone at 33.
Buffalo. No way Chicago's going to take Boston, so he's on the board. He's my number one player I want.
Okay.
He's going to be on the board. My issue with that 1 year I was in love with Brian Thomas was that he wasn't on the board when we picked.
Yep.
Granted, Brian Thomas I love way more than Denzel Boston. Way more as a prospect. But I just don't think Bean's going to do it. I don't. And
I think they're going to go pass rusher.
I think Bills are. I just don't think there's one good enough to focus. We have so many rotational pass rushers and all these young guys.
So the ESPN big board's pretty high on some of these players. For example, like Anthony Hill, I think, like I view him kind of like that third round.
Brazell is not that high either. He has like a lot of traits. He's not going to go that high.
I like Brad. I like Brazel a lot more than Branch.
So do I. But I think he's like a late second, early third.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people have him.
Dude, I'm going to be so annoyed if they take Omar Cooper instead.
Why, dude? Cooper's good.
Not even close to what we need and what Boston can do.
I don't see how you could be pissed if they take Omar Cooper.
Because the guy that I really, really want is also on the board.
Okay, so that's the same exact point that you were just making with the Jets with Reese and Bailey.
Yeah, but I think Omar Cooper's overrated. Bailey's a beast. I'm not high on Omar Cooper at all. If I loved Boston and really, really liked Cooper, I would be okay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, McCoy has injuries, so no, McCoy 33 would be great.
McCoy, dude, he's just so good. It's just the injuries.
I think I got to mute this again. It feels like there's been a lot of commercials like these last 15 minutes, but
it is moving. I feel like the draft's moving quicker than previous years for sure.
Yeah, so Aid, dude, Emmanuel McNeil Warren at pick 33 would be awesome. It would be awesome. That feels like a very safe pick, man. Comes in, fills a need. Dylan Thiedemann. I mean, you can argue McNeil Warren makes sense for Chicago, makes sense for San Francisco, maybe Buffalo.
What are your thoughts on Zion Young?
4-3 D end. I think he makes a lot of sense for Tennessee at the top of round 2.
Yeah, a solid pass rusher on the edge.
Yeah.
It's been all commercials for the past 5 minutes, I feel like.
Yeah, still. Okay, so Chicago at 25 here. So Casey's gone.
I think.
I would say right now, again, I wish I had clarity on the whole Jamal McCoy injury situation.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of those injury situations where teams have intel that we don't.
Yeah. I mean, and also the opinions vary from team to team.
Right. Every doctor has their own opinion on it. He's just so good.
Let's trade up with 33 and a 4th rounder for Cooper.
See, Cooper at 33, I'm not high on Cooper, but that'd be a good pick.
Denzel Boston, please.
Please for Bills.
Casey's perfect for Cleveland. Yeah, that was a really good pick. That was an underrated pick. 6'4" get Boston. Boston or McNeil.
Dude, just Boston is 6'4" beast on the outside.
Where do you guys stand with dude, Thiedemann's still on the board here, man. Thiedemann's still on the board. The Giants say that Arvo Reese and Mawanoa were 2 of their top 5 players. Didn't think this combo was possible. Man, the Giants, dude. I hate to admit it, but they killed it.
You know what's weird though with the Giants is that don't they kind of not the Daniel Jones draft, but a lot of drafts recently feel like they kill it?
Outside of Neighbors, not really. I mean,
dude, Abdul Carter was way better prospect than Bailey.
Oh, I don't.
If they
I wouldn't say way better than David Bailey.
I think he would be taken over him without much thought. If they both were coming out.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So K-Dude says, I hate to agree with your brother, JC, but I agree with him on Boston and Cooper. Yeah, you've been pretty consistent with Denzel Boston, man.
Denzel, to me, just seems like such a solid NFL wide receiver that can just go out there, be physical, and play the game the way it's supposed to be played. He's not going to All right, we'll see about the wideouts.
Well, you know what's so funny, man? With the wide receivers, it's I feel like it's so dependent on who's throwing you the football, who's your coach.
Yep.
You know, because it's like there's some guys that pop off and have great seasons, and it's like you don't really hear like they kind of peak and then they fall off.
Right.
Or you have the whole argument of like, are they made by the great offensive mind, or there's a ton of different arguments.
My thing with wideouts when you're looking at them is just like route running and looking at separation they get even when they're not getting thrown the ball.
Houston traded to 26.
Wait, what?
We'll see. We'll see.
Wait, did somebody actually say that?
Yeah. Jermon McCoy, now go get him. Dude, if we can get so we're still on the Bears. It's been a commercial for a long time. I think the Bills are going to be drafting Cassius Howell or Keldrick Falk. The edge
just trade out of 26 though.
Maybe. But Houston's still in the first round, obviously. So,
Bean, you bastard.
All right, so it looks like the Jets are doing their draft press conference in 30 minutes. So, I don't know if that's just the projected end time for. All right, here's the Bears pick.
With the 25th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Dylan Thieneman.
Yep.
Dylan Thieneman going to Chicago.
Good pick.
Okay.
Good pick.
Good pick for Chi-Town. Denzel Boston in this offense is looking pretty stacked. Yeah, dude. Sadiq can catch wide receiver tunnel screens. Yeah, dude. Sadiq, man, like you gotta. I think whether you're creative or whether you're like, I don't know, man. Like when I'm thinking about like maybe how Stanford used Sam Roush last season, a pretty athletic tight end that they had. Obviously, I'm not comparing Roush to Sadiq, but I wonder if what's up.
Texans traded up to 26. The Bills moved down to 28, and they also get pick 69 and 167. Good trade, Bean. If that's
Dude, you were just hating on them trading back. What a switch up. What a
I
switch
thought
up.
it was trading out of the first round. Trading
I
out
know,
two picks with guys that aren't going to pick the players I want is good.
No, dude, I'm
well, no, San Francisco.
Well, I don't think they would take Boston. They just signed Mike Evans.
True, that's a good point. That's good, but they lost Jawan Jennings, right? Well, and they took Pearsall.
But he's still out there. So
they took Pearsall in the first recently. Ooh, but dude, if they get 60 pick 69 for moving back 2 spots,
yeah, that
seems.
I don't know if that's
know,
yeah. We'll see when it comes up on the screen.
Oh, we also give up 91. Look.
Okay.
You didn't even look at it.
Well, I'm trying not to see any spoilers here. Fibs, what's going on? Wow, overpay. Which prospect are you talking about? Which pick? I mean, the Jets are done for the day. Probably trade down options from 33. Yeah. Okay. So here's the trade alert. Thieneman just came in for Chicago. Bills trade pick to Houston.
We love dealing with Houston.
So the Bills gave up 90.
91. And they got back 69.
But you jumped like 20.
A whole round, basically.
That's okay. So Texans get 26 and 91. Buffalo gets 28, 69, and 167, dude.
Good pick.
Dude, that is
good trade.
I wonder who Houston's coming up for, man. Basantis, Peter Woods.
Well, they need what? O-line.
I would say interior offensive line,
running back,
and D tackle, and Caden McDonald at Houston, but
yeah, I think they'll go D line.
D line or O line for me.
Ooh, it's just so
yeah, guard or nose would be my guess for Houston.
Dude, it's so funny that year where we traded down twice.
Yeah. Let's see.
extremely thankful for everyone that's been there.
Yeah, bro. So I feel like McCoy is like Will Johnson. The Jets should snag him. Dude, Will Johnson looked great last season. Of course, when healthy, right? That was the big thing. So
He got hurt though, right?
yeah, he dealt with injury.
He was so good though.
Man, Kenyan Sadiq
Is it sinking in now more?
and David Bailey. I mean, it's just I knew it was, obviously an option, but I didn't think that the Jets would actually go in down that range because like this is another thing, dude. So I mean, we didn't hear Kenyan Sadiq's name mentioned one time by reporters like linking him to the Jets. One time. I think actually, you know what? Let me just quickly look something up. Let me look up if the Jets brought in Kenyan Sadiq on a top 30 visit. Let's see. It might be too tough to find at this point. Let's see. Best available. Okay, this should be.
With the 26th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Keelan Rutledge.
Wow.
Keelan Rutledge is going to Houston in round 1.
A transfer from Middle Tennessee State. He's the first Georgia Tech player.
What this pick kind of reminds me of is Cole Strange going to New England
It's
in the
also
first round.
interesting that they moved up for him.
Yeah.
Is the best offensive lineman that he's ever coached.
Man, oh man, I was not expecting Keelan. I mean, I figured either interior offensive line or interior defensive line, but another trade. San Francisco is trading with Dolphins.
Wide out.
I don't know. They could go corner. Where they're jumping
If they
KC.
if they take Boston, Ian.
Dude, how funny would that be?
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
All right, so the Texans moved up a few spots to get their man. The 49ers are on the clock.
Yeah, and
Follow them.
Yeah, Pregnon, he's interesting. I think he has a really high floor. Dude, I can't wait for him. I mean, it kind of feels like I don't want to jinx anything, but it kind of feels like the Jets are done for the night if they're like setting up their press conference and stuff. But
in life and in business.
Yeah, dude. So Saul is over in Tennessee, but Kenyan Sadiq is a great pick. Imagine if we drafted Love. I'm gonna mute it. Imagine if we traded Love with Sadiq, Brees Garrett, Mason Taylor. We're going to regret not drafting Love. Well, you know what? To be fair, man, Arizona picked him at 3. So personally, I felt like he was the easiest translatable prospect in this entire class. I don't think he's at the caliber of like Saquon Barkley. And I do feel like Arizona has to kind of figure out that offensive line. But yeah, I mean, I think we got to extend Brees Hall on a big contract. I mean, if you don't, like, it feels like you're almost like playing with fire. But, or sorry, not a big contract, but a long contract. But the Dolphins pick just came in. 27, Bills 28, KC 29. Everyone needs Love. Yeah, I think Love is kind of one of those guys where unless he goes to like Atlanta or Philly, he's probably gonna, or Detroit, he's probably gonna come in and just be an upgrade over like 95% of running backs in the game. But man, dude, Kenyan Sadiq and David Bailey, I out of that whole this whole pre-draft process, I never put those two together. But if you wanted, like the point that you made before, where it's just like, okay, you want to go with the best edge rusher in the class and the best tight end in the class, just going like
Yeah, just
value.
Yep.
And you know, for win now purposes, whatever that means in people's minds, instant impact. Like both of these guys are going to be coming in. I don't really think there's going to be a lot of projection with Sadiq. I think he can maybe get a little bit better with route running, if I'm being honest. But again, no player is perfect.
Yeah, he kind of is what he is, though. Like,
well, with that athletic profile, I just feel like you could do so much with them.
Yeah, he's so
in the short game.
And he's unique, where it's like you can have like the guys that people wanted, Lemon. And
would you mind break up the cats? I think they're fighting. Sorry to cut you off. There was another tight end that I was thinking about when I was watching Sadiq. But Vernon Davis was the one that kind of stuck out the most. Who was the other one? Man, I forget who the other one was. No.
General Manager Nick Casario already is working his magic. Last year he made 7 trades during the draft. He's now made.
Okay, so we're still waiting on this Miami Dolphins pick. Warren to Miami. Whole front office gone after the season. Yeah, this season's going to be interesting to see how it's going to be fun to see how these players track, moving forward, like what Lemon stats are going to be and everything. But no, I mean, I think we did get better with David Bailey and Kenyan Sadiq. All right, here's the Dolphins pick.
2026 NFL Draft. The Miami Dolphins select Chris Johnson.
Wow, Chris Johnson, man. Shout out to my buddy Alex who called this like a freaking month ago, man. Very, 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 very safe pick. I feel like Chris Johnson could be like a steady wide receiver too for at least the next 5-6 years.
Corner too.
Yep. And also, man. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say wide out. Corner. They took him over Colton Hood and Jermon McCoy. Dude,
it's crazy. The LSU guy went at 6.
Oh, Mansour Delane, yeah. Well, the Chiefs needed DB help. They lost Jalen Watson. So picks in for Buffalo. Dude, Keldrick Falk is here. Do you know who Keldrick Falk is from Auburn?
A little bit. I'm not like an expert on him, but I know him.
It's funny. My pro comparison for Falk is Greg Rousseau. 6 foot. Wait. Another trade? Bills are trading the pick again. To who? The freaking Patriots, dude.
Why?
The Patriots might just snag Keldrick Falk here. TJ Parker potentially. Dude, I am going to be pissed if the – actually, no, never mind. I wonder who – like, when I think about New England, my mind jumps to the trenches. Maybe Chase Basantis. Or maybe they go with a right tackle for the future when Morgan Moses retires. I don't know. I think they go Keldrick Falk would be my guess.
I'm just going to be so pissed because my guy is right here on the board. He's literally the number 1 player on all these. And we just keep going down.
Brandon Bean loves trading down. Yep. TJ Parker. Yeah, that to me makes a lot of sense, dude. TJ Parker is great against the run, pass rush upside. I think Vrabel
he's in counseling.
Would be
he's literally doing this.
Well, what do the Bills get?
That's I don't know. They got at least 31.
Oh, Caleb Lomu, the left tackle from Utah.
I don't know.
He would have been a great pick for San Francisco. He's a high upside, really athletic tackle. He's young. Hasn't really played a ton back at back at Utah, but has a tremendously high ceiling, in my opinion. It's interesting. He doesn't really strike me as a Mike Vrabel type of tackle, but I guess he is now. Lomu, yeah. Okay, so it looks like Bills got picked 31 and 125, so a fourth rounder.
Okay.
So they added a third and a fourth from moving from what 25 to
26 to 31. Great.
Hey, David Bailey versus Caleb Lomu. They had that battle back at the Big 12. Yeah, Lomu to the Patriots. Hey, what's going on, Empire State? Thanks so much for hopping in. Hey, Austin, what's happening, dude? Just tuned in. What are the thoughts on Bailey and Sadiq? So I mean, throughout the whole process, I lean Reese, but you know, it's not a slight at Bailey. It's not a slight at Sonny Styles or any of these guys. I think they're all going to be really good players. You know, if we think back to, last season where the debate was Armand Membu or Tyler Warren, it didn't really matter which one you wanted because they both ended up being really, really good, right? Warren, obviously, 14th overall to the Colts. And if we go back the season before, the argument was Olu or Brock Bowers. And it didn't really matter who you wanted because they both turned out to be really good. So and for what it's worth, those picks were towards the back end of, 7 and 10. We're talking about pick 2 here. I think it's going to be a similar case where Arvel is going to be a really good player in time, right? Year 2, year 3. It's going to suck watching him play for the Giants. I got to be honest, but I think David Bailey's going to be really good. I think he has the potential to be Brian Burns. That's been my pro comp for him. I think there is some James Pierce to his game. Lightning fast first step, explosion, finesse, speed, with, I would say, at least enough power to convert speed to power. Not against maybe elite tackles, but maybe against the tackles that are ranked 16 and lower. Maybe predominantly the tackles that aren't going to, completely engulf him, because Bailey, I don't think, has the strength of Arvel, but I do feel like Bailey is a more polished edge rusher at this point with more moves and definitely has a lot more experience. So he is more, from that standpoint, if you're just purely looking at pass rush, he is more ready to go than Reese, but Reese brings other traits to the table: the versatility, the quarterback spy ability, the run defense, the edge setting, the things that you can do with simulated pressures and stuff. But, if we're going to be running a lot of odd man fronts, like, I think you got to drop Bailey back into coverage. I mean, he did it a little bit at Texas Tech, and I don't think he was horrible with it, but I would say that Reese is better in coverage. But Bailey overall, I mean, he's a really good player. We got a lot better. And then with Sadiq, that one, I don't want to say it caught me off guard. I was just thinking Goodell was just going to say Lemon. He said Kenyan Sadiq. I'm like, whoa, dude, like, this is nuts. Oh, shoot. I just got a text from a buddy saying that the Jets just traded back up. The Jets just traded back up into the first round. I don't know where, not to the Chiefs, I don't believe, because it's
freak out if they get Boston. They won't, though.
Dude, did the Jets actually do this, or is maybe he's just trolling me? Hold up. Maybe he's just trolling me. Hold up.
Wait, I think look at the comments.
Trade up Jets. I wouldn't be mad at trade back into the first. Yes. Pick 30. Pick 30, yeah. So that's right in front of your dude. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be a corner, or is it going to be a wide receiver, or is it going to be I don't know who they could go for. And also, what do we give up? I don't think the trade values here. Oh, dude, you know who we can go with? Omar Cooper. We could go with Omar Cooper here. Denzel Boston, Avion Terrell. Let's update the best available. But I guess we have to kind of see who Kansas City picks first. We could go Jermon McCoy, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Avion Terrell, Denzel Boston. Dude, we could double dip with Keldrick freaking Folk at edge. That would be insane. Hey, if any of you guys can find the compensation, let me know. Okay, Chiefs pick.
With the 29th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Peter Woods.
Peter Woods going to the Chiefs. Solid pick. Solid pick. Solid pick. Solid pick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Vinny, bro, I appreciate you. If we walk away with Boston or Cooper, hard to say that Muji didn't have a good read on the board. Would have preferred Reese, but I'll take it. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's a good point with that because Sadiq would not have lasted this long. I think Sadiq could have made sense with Carolina, for Philadelphia. There's a lot of teams that Sadiq could have made sense for. And he was tight end one by a mile. By a mile in this class. I like Stowers and, some of these guys, but, Claire from Ohio State. But I don't think they're anywhere near Kenyan Sadiq as far as just pure prospects. I don't know how they're going to do at the next level with new schemes and coaches and stuff. Okay, yeah, Jets are on the clock, man. Jets are on the clock. And the pick's in. And who the hell? Dude, we can go in so many different directions, man. Is it a shock pick like some of these with Rutledge going to Houston and we go something? Who knows? My guess, Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston. Just trying to get a read. Yeah, because our offense is not good. But then again, you could argue our defense is not good, and can't really go wrong. Okay, I'm gonna do another reaction video, dude.
I'm gonna say here's that one. So I'm gonna be pissed in this Boston.
I'm gonna say, yeah, dude. Because there's so much smoke surrounding Omar Cooper at 16, dude. But Denzel Boston does make sense on the outside. But, Omar Cooper can play on the outside a little bit. But, dude, Boston, Mitchell, Sadiq, Wilson, Brees, Mason Taylor. Or, hey, we can go corner. We can go linebacker here. I don't think Zion Young. Definitely no to Jadarian Price. They're showing names on the screen. CJ Allen, maybe, but I just don't know if you would trade up there. Buffalo is, they're fine with linebacker. I think it's going to be for sure corner or wide receiver, but I lean wide receiver. Oh, here we go, fellas. Here we go. Oh, shoot. I thought we were going to commercial. All right, Roger Goodell's coming out right now. I thought we were going to commercial. Here's the pick. Jets traded back up into the first round. Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston. Corner. Let's go. Yes. Omar Cooper. Welcome to the squad. Let's freaking go. And we didn't even give up. I mean, what did we give up? 170. I think it was 174. They haven't put the I saw it in the chat here. Dude. Okay, so we go with the big swing, the big money swing at spot number 2. David Bailey locking that in, coming back at spot number 16 with tight end 1 in the class in Kenyan Sadiq. Matchup nightmare. Mismatches all over the place for opposing defensive coordinators, right? The new checkmate style of move to counter the big nickel, right? Very forward-thinking approach with Kenyan Sadiq. Now you come back with Omar Cooper, a tough, gritty, physical player that's great with yards after the catch. and you're adding these two players, these two young playmakers, to an offense that has been pretty much non-existent for years. Let's freaking go. Welcome to the squad, Omar Cooper. Let's go. How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling? Man, why is this thing all... Clay, dude, we did, man. We did. We just drafted Omar Cooper. What's the comp? Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. I mean, he's a San Francisco type of player, which is why I think we traded. Actually, you know what? We traded with the Niners, so I can't say that we hopped San Francisco. Dude, what if... And again, I lean Reese over Bailey, but Bailey's still a very, very, very good prospect. And then you get Sadiq and Cooper. This draft is freaking sick. Oh, my bad. I don't know if you were talking about compensation for the trade or pro comparison for Omar. Let's go, man. Let's go. Linebacker 44. Hey, if Jacob Rodriguez, I mean, dude, we actually have so many players that could very well be on the board at pick 44. I'm going to be doing a video after this. I'm probably going to drop it tomorrow after like all the editing and stuff of like the top piece that we can go out and snag at pick 44 and kind of recapping tonight. But man, this is crazy, dude. This is Omar Cooper, Kenyan Sadiq. Our offense is just, Bills trade again to the Titans. Who could they go with? They need a corner. Actually, no, they don't. They went out and they signed to Alontae Taylor and Cordell Flott. I was thinking pre-free agency. Apologies. Keldrick Falk, Chase Besantis, Emmanuel Pregnon. So the Bills are out of the first round. What are your thoughts?
Fucking ridiculous, dude. Sorry. But oh my God. My number one player I want is on the board. I just don't even have the energy to like.
Well, I don't think Tennessee will go Denzel Boston.
Like 30. I know, but now there's like, I don't know, there's 6 or 7 teams ahead of us.
No. Well, it's different because of the tiebreakers. So they're at 30. So it's Niners at 33, first pick.
Okay.
Cardinals at 34. Bills at 35.
Okay, so 4 teams still picking ahead of us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Seattle's going to go with a wide receiver.
Yeah, no, because they re-signed.
Arizona won't at 34.
San Fran probably won't.
Okay, here's the Titans pick. Dude, this is already over, man.
Yeah, this one flew by.
This is crazy. Man, I'm trying to upload these videos. Manage, select more media. Keldrick Falk to Tennessee, man. I love Keldrick Falk as a player, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's a great upside, dude. A great upside. Sean, bro, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And then Buddy, Jake, Clay, dude, I appreciate all you guys, man. Super generous. Definitely did not have to do that. You guys are real. Okay, dude, bro. You're the man. Okay, Bean is watching the stream and trying to see how upset he can make Bills Central over there.
Dude, literally, it's the second year this has happened. 2 years ago. And this is worse. They've traded 3 times now. They got out of the first. The 2 previous time they traded twice. Don't get me wrong.
I think the Bills are killing it, dude. I think the Bills are killing it.
I agree. My frustration is just we just sat here and watched all this. I just want to see them pick a player.
Yeah,
and my guy is on the board. But no, strategically, if this works out, this is going to be a masterclass by Bean. If it goes in the direction that I want, if he could play the chess pieces like this, because we already traded our second round pick, so we already gave up draft assets. If we're able to recoup all of these picks and still get our guy, like the number one guy I want, that I would have taken at 26, it's beautiful. I just hope that happens, and I just wanted to see the Bills make a pick at least tonight, just to see the guy walk on the stage. But regardless, it's the smart thing to do. That's where I'm at.
Cooper was a great pick. Hell yeah, man. Let's freaking go. The 2007 draft was over 6 hours. Over 6 hours. This is much better. Yeah. I love the draft, man. It's my favorite day of the year, so I'm kind of sad that it's over. But tomorrow, brand new day. Now, so we traded up. So I wonder, dude, as much as I want a third round pick, I don't know if I would trade back, bro. With how these trades have been. By the way, dude, look up what the Bills just traded back for.
That's what I'm doing.
So what did they get? So they jumped into round 4, dude. Bro, they have the first pick. That's the first pick in round 4.
Dope.
So I believe they had the first pick on day 3. Pick 101. I think that if the math is right, 60. Yeah, 101, 102, 103. The Jets have 103. Wow, dude. We're going O-line at pick 44. Bro, I'll tell you what, man. I want Jacob Rodriguez, Colton. Actually, you know what? Let's just do a quick. Let me actually just not jinx anything. Let's see who Seattle picks here. Because, dude, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Jermon McCoy. Dude, if we can get Jermon McCoy at pick 44, that would be unbelievable. I think Denzel Boston's off the board at this point for us. Avion Terrell, Colton Hood. I thought Colton Hood was going to be a first rounder, unless he goes here to Seattle. I think Chris Brazel, Bernard, these guys are off the board. CJ Allen and Jacob Rodriguez, I feel like those two guys would be incredible value at pick 44. I mean, well, maybe not the consensus with Rodriguez, but I'm really high on him. I don't know if I'm maybe missing something or, I'm going to have egg on my face in a year, but I think Jacob Rodriguez is a beast. The former quarterback, great in coverage, playmaker. Oh, man, dude. Let's see. Dude, Jermon McCoy. Dude, there's a lot of players here, man. There's a lot of AJ Halsey. I know a lot of guys like. R. Mason Thomas, I think, should go pretty early tomorrow. D'Angelo Bonds, that'd be crazy. I would say, some. By the way, you look at some of these nose guards. Lee Hunter, I believe. Caden McDonald, is Caden McDonald still on the board?
Yeah.
I think he's still.
He is.
Dude, he is, man. Caden McDonald will be an excellent pick for the Arizona Cardinals I don't know about that. I forgot about Walter Nolan. Dude, honestly, Caden McDonald would be great for you guys in a 3-4.
Yeah.
Who's your nose tackle? Like,
I think they're going to try to use Deion Walker.
Oh, good point.
And they have TJ Sanders and Ed Oliver.
Yeah. Whew, man, I appreciate you guys hanging out, dude. That Cooper pick was freaking nuts.
Deion Walker had a really good rookie year for where he got drafted. I think they're projecting him to have a pretty big jump in the year too.
I agree, dude. I agree. His potential's through the roof. So Fib says another good trade for Buffalo. Titans get 31, 69, and 165. Bills get 35, 66, and 101. So really the main jump was literally jumping 64 picks.
For
going
free,
from
basically.
And getting a little bit better in round 3. C for you? Cool. Let's see. We should draft another tight end at 44. See, Basantis. San Francisco needs a guard, man. Seattle needs a guard. I could see them going Basantis.
This is a wish come true for Dylan, and a chance to take part in one of the most exciting moments in our league. Dylan, when you're ready, sure. What's going on, Pittsburgh?
Let's see. I'm trying to post this Omar Cooper video.
I'm so excited to be here to represent the club.
All right, last pick.
Oh,
Here we go. Omar Cooper Jr.
and with that, with this 32nd pick in the 2020
Here we go.
NFL Draft,
32nd pick.
the Seattle Seahawks select Jadarian Price.
Wow, dude. What?
Wow.
Shout out
Wow.
to Tyson from Let's Talk Jets Radio, man. He called this. I told him, nope, it's not happening. I did not think that they would actually.
Go in the first round. That's surprising. He's
Wow,
good. He just didn't get
dude.
a lot of touches.
That's crazy. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the draft order and the best available for tomorrow, man. We can try to do a quick countdown before I end the stream. I'm trying to make this thumbnail real quick. Let's see. Save. I mean, how overall, how are you guys feeling about this class? Or not class, sorry, first round. Sadiq is just so interesting, man. So interesting.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish had two running backs going round one.
Yeah, I feel you.
And now Jadarian Price. Last time the Irish had two running backs in the same draft, it was 93. Edison, Reggie Brooks. 33 drafts later, history has repeated itself. We'll be back in Pittsburgh in just a moment.
Absolutely insane. Okay, so good start. Yep, I agree. C plus, A minus, easily an A after the trade up. Amazing. Love this trade. Who went? So we got David Bailey, Kenyan Sadiq, Omar Cooper trading back up into the first round, but we gave up one. What was it? 173, I think. Decent B.
Yeah, I would get it by like a grade. I would say like a B plus. I would say, in my opinion, the Bailey pick, you still got a really, really good prospect, but I would have went Reese. I love the Sadiq pick. I'm cool with that. And then I'm a lot higher on Boston than Cooper. If you like Cooper more, then you can move it up to an A. But since they're comparable prospects, I would give them a B plus, I would say.
Okay, that's fair.
What would you say?
Solid. I think at worst a B. I'd probably be somewhere in between, B plus, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the bottom line is these are three starters at three positions of need.
Yep.
That
were like top guys at their positions. Well, you got the two best guys at their positions and one of the best wideout prospects. Not the best, but one of them.
Yeah. And again, dude, we didn't have to give up some. Like, bro, how did the Bills get a freaking third round pick for moving back a couple spots, but we only have to give up a fifth to move back up from 33 to 30?
The compensation is so weird.
Yeah, the compensation is totally weird. Rich, bro, I appreciate you, man. Solid draft. Yeah, I agree. I'm feeling good about it, dude. If we didn't get Omar Cooper, I would have probably said C plus, B minus, but with Cooper, B to a B plus for me. Jeremy, what's happening, dude? Kind of sad we didn't get Lemon. As a USC fan, damn.
Yeah,
but can't be too mad.
Yeah, you got two really good pass catchers.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we pick another USC player. The Jets have been heavily linked to Drake or Jacoby Lane. Bishop Fitzgerald is someone who I really like. K-Dude really likes Fitzgerald as well at free safety.
Yeah, I think you guys really should target corner with your next pick, depending on who's on the board.
Yeah, or linebacker. But Jeremy, I appreciate you, man. DJ, what's going on? Jets need to trade up for McCoy. Imagine saying Sadiq, Cooper,
Yes.
McCoy.
You
We
might
didn't
not even
trade
have to
back.
trade back up.
Yeah, dude.
You
But
could,
but
you guys don't have that same second round pick anymore.
well, we have 44. We had 2 seconds.
Okay, yeah, no, he could realistically still be there. But then it's like, if he's still there, what do people know about those injuries that we don't? There
Dude,
might even be
Emmanuel
stuff that comes out tonight.
McNeil-Warren, dude. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Yeah. Colton Hood. There's a lot of pieces, man. But DJ, I appreciate that. Charlie, Sadiq is a sleeper. People are hating on because they wanted a 5'11 Boston Lemon. I think Sadiq is going to be awesome, but I think he's got to be utilized right. I don't think you can take Sadiq and be like, maybe we can like use his athleticism and like try this and that. Like, no, like you have to have a set plan. Like, this is a crazy freak athlete.
Like, you need to
have a plan for him.
Like, he should be catching screens as a tight end.
Yeah, feature him.
Yes.
Feature him within the offense. You know what I mean?
You literally could put him on an end around. Like, just use him. Like, get the ball in these guys' hands.
Yep. But, dude, I appreciate that, man. Thanks a ton.
So, yeah, if you want to hear for the Bills, it's a lot of numbers, but we started the night with 7 picks, 26, 91, no second rounder. 126, 165, 168, 182, 220. So a bunch of late round picks. We ended tonight with 35, 66, 101. So that's a lot of value.
Yeah. Well,
we have 2 back-to-backs. So we have 125, 126, 167, 168, 182, 220. 220s from the Jets, actually.
Yeah, and based off of how this draft is going, you could probably package a couple of these to move back up if you want.
Yeah. I just hope they really, really, really nail these first 5.
Yeah, dude, Cassius Howell. Let's do a quick scan.
I'm not going to stay, by the way.
All right, you out?
Not right this second. But.
Okay. So, rounds. Also, I got to check the NBA scores. So let's see. Let's go to round 2. Dude, the Seahawks going Jadarian Price,
That was
man.
crazy. They just want to replace Kenneth Walker. They probably just said, screw it. Let's just not mess around. Let's just get our guy. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so we got 12 picks to get to. Or, I guess technically 11 picks have to happen. Yeah. San Francisco.
Raptors won.
Did they?
Yeah.
What was the score?
Smoked them.
Beautiful.
Stomping the Nuggets. Stomping them. Up 23. And then the Hawks beat the Knicks. Thunder, obviously. That was yesterday.
So San Francisco at 33. I could see them going guard. I could see them going safety, but I feel like safety is probably a late round thing that they would maybe target. So I'm going to say maybe a Chase Pasantis or a Pregnon here for San Fran. Arizona.
They could go a lot of different ways. They need a lot.
Yeah, Arizona could go. Oh, man. Like, they could go. If I was Arizona, dude, I'm going O-line. And by the way, dude, all this talk that Carson Beck is going in the second round, I just can't buy that.
Nah.
Yeah, I can't buy that. Yeah, so I'm going to say O-line back-to-back for San Fran and Arizona, just kind of rough guess. Bills, I'll say pass rush. I'm going to say Cassius Howell still. Raiders.
Boston.
Maybe Lee Hunter, Christian Miller, Zion Young. Or no,
Dude,
not Zion Young.
To just support Mendoza.
Giants. Gosh, dude, the Giants have another pick, bro. Dude, if the Giants, you know who the Giants should target is Caden McDonald or Lee Hunter to replace Dexter Lawrence.
God, dude.
Houston.
Malpractice by trading for Dexter Lawrence.
I didn't like that trade.
Like, they should be like looked at as like if they're like trying to do that.
Cleveland can go maybe slot corner. Houston, so they went out. They grabbed Rutledge in round 1, man. Kansas City, wide receiver. Wait, who did Kate? Oh, Peter Woods. Zion Young to replace Osai for Cincinnati, or maybe D tackle. Saints, they go Jordan Tyson. They can come back with. Bro, I can't believe Reuben Bain went to the Bucs. Like, if you're a Bucs fan, like, you got to be thrilled. Yeah, Chiefs wide receiver. Miami Dolphins, so they checked corner. Huh. Proctor, Chris Johnson. Interesting, dude. Interesting. This draft is just absolutely wild. The main catch, dude. I appreciate that, man. Cooper Jr. in the first, epic first round, bro. Let's go, man. 3 first-round picks coming in. Sadiq, Bailey, Cooper, instant impact guys. A- for you, dude. I'm on the fence. Should have gotten Lemon instead of Sadiq. Well, I guess maybe the alternative is Lemon and Eli Stowers if you want to go wide receiver tight end. But I mean, dude, if you're Geno Smith, you already have Garrett, you already have Brees. Hopefully Mason Taylor can take another step. And by the way, I view Mason Taylor and Sadiq playing different roles within the offense. I don't think Sadiq is going to be taking snaps away from Mason Taylor. And also, too, for what it's worth, I think Frank Reich has a big say in what the heck's happening. B+. B for you. Gotcha. Matt, I love it. Hate the David Bailey hate, but I love Sadiq at 16. That trade was great. Yeah, dude, we didn't give up anything to go up and get Cooper, man. A 5th-round pick when we had extra picks, dude. My Chiefs buddy wanted Sadiq so bad. Yeah, that's another thing, too. It's like there was a lot of fans, whether it was the Rams at 13, Chiefs at 9, everyone's saying, oh, you know, like Sadiq makes sense. But like for the Jets at 16, like I do think it's good value. A- for you, B+. Cool. Yeah, late 5th. 179 at 33, dude. That is a steal.
All right, you guys, I'm signing out for the night. That was fun.
Yo, we low-key cooked. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, dude, you rolling?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
All right. Thanks for streaming, man.
Of course. That was good.
Obviously, the invite is on the table for tomorrow, but if not, next
I'll
year.
Work all night. Yeah.
Next year.
Of course. Yearly tradition. Appreciate all you guys. That was fun. I'd say B+ for the Jets. Bills, to be determined. But I like all the value we got back.
Yeah, I'll give you a shout afterwards.
All right, bet.
Later, man. Thanks again.
No, thank you.
Drive safe.
Yep.
Missed on 2 stud tight ends last year. Don't think we should take one. Funny how we stole Cooper though from the Bills. Yeah. Passed on JSN and now Lemon. Yeah, that whole thing is going to be interesting, man. Dude, so I got to be honest, Pitt, this is something that I was thinking about. I was going to mention this in the video. Just as kind of, you know, like tinfoil hat theory. But I think Dante Moore is the Jets guy. I think that's who they want desperately next season, would be my guess. I'm not saying that they're going to be tanking, but I think David Bailey's the one that, I mean, you know, Ty Simpson's gone. You know, I don't know if any of these other guys are going to be like franchise for sure options. But, yeah, let's do a quick little scan of the best available real quick, and then we'll get out of here. I'm going to do a separate video on it. I'll have it done, edited by tomorrow. I'll try to get it up as early as possible. You know, so we could really have like the full day to really sit, contemplate, think about what the Jets should do and really what we should hope for at pick 44. But what was the number? 11. So we got to get through 11 picks. Let's just try to count 11 players that would be cool for this Jets team. So Jermon McCoy, EMW, Avion Terrell, Caden McDonald. I think the value is too good there. Boston, I think, might be not the most sense, right? There's only so much volume to go around. If we want to double dip with, actually, I don't know about Cassius Howell. I like him as a player, but just for the Jets, I don't know if another day one pass rusher that's not all that great against the run is maybe the best fit for New York right now. But Colton Hood, Basantis, CJ Allen, Jacob Rodriguez, Emmanuel Pregnon, Christian Miller, TJ Parker's here, AJ Halsey, Jake Golday's interesting. Let's see. Josiah Trotter, very intriguing option. R. Mason Thomas, I'm a huge fan of Derek Moore. D'Angelo Ponce, I could see coming into play. Keith Abney might be a bit of a reach, but I do like him. Maybe more in a zone-based system. But Sam Hesh, I think, could be one of the sleepers of this entire class. Love Sam Hesh. Same with Connor Liu, man. I really like both of those centers. Yeah, and then everybody else kind of feels like maybe not worth pick 44. Although, you know who's on the board is Traydon Stukes. Traydon Stukes is on the board still. I believe, right? Or wait a second. Did he get freaking taken? Or maybe ESPN just doesn't have him highly rated. Let's see. Is he rated as a safety or a corner? Wow. Why do they have him so low, dude? I think Traydon Stukes is an early second rounder. The Jets have done a ton of work on Jalen Kilgore, but day 3 guy, in my opinion. Maybe bottom round 3. Corner, obviously, Jermon McCoy, Terrell, Colton Hood. Cisse, dude. How can I forget that? Pons, Igbinosin, maybe better fit for zone-based defense. Takario Davis, maybe a little early at 44 for him. Charles Demings is one of my sleepers, one of my favorite players this entire class. Long, tall press man corner. I'm Stephen F. Austin. Linebacker. I guess I don't want to rule out Hill, but personally, I have Jacob Rodriguez, CJ Allen, Trotter, Golday, then Hill in my personal rankings. It should be interesting, man. Guard, Basantis, dude, Pregnon. Jalen Farmer is interesting. Bo Stevens is interesting. Let's just flip over to edge real quick. TJ Parker. I mean, he's kind of the antithesis of David Bailey. I do think he's probably going to go maybe early, before he falls to 44. But dude, TJ Parker, very good against the run right now. Scheme versatile, but the pass rush is kind of what's going to need to take time. So we'll see what happens, fellas. Like I said, I'm going to go film that video. I got to try to have it edited and all done, and it will be up tomorrow morning. So it should be a lot of fun. But, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This was a pretty crazy night. Was not expecting a lot of these moves. I would say the Proctor move at 11 was the one that was most shocking to me personally. Yeah, crazy stuff. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. And, yeah, as always, go Jets. See you all tomorrow. Oh, by the way, before I end it, I will be streaming tomorrow. But I think I'm going to be streaming up until 9:30, and then I'm going to be hopping over with Ryan, Matt O'Leary, and Green Bean over on the Talking Jets YouTube channel. They're going to be streaming too. So, yeah, thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.